Hi, welcome to another episode of Will of the Meeple and our Pathfinder adventure. This week is part 2 of Big Trouble in Little Absalem, and Lee is going to give us a recap of where we are at the moment after a bit of general chit-chat. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with our Pathfinder adventures and general board gaming. We are starting our proper campaign next week where we'll be creating our characters.
I've got a friend called Airsick Mammal. I don't know who that is.
This is Pendlebury. Chris Pendlebury.
Oh, is it?
Chris Pendlebury.
Oh. I'm assuming no.
Bloody Pendlebury.
And one called Houser as well.
That's Howard from Games Night.
Right.
Where are you seeing that? Oh, on Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, just friends that I can invite. Graham's not one of them.
Airsick Mammals, Chris Pendlebury, used to work at Voitech, and Houser is Howard from Games Night.
Chris Pendlebury, name rings a bell.
Howard.
Oh right, that's what's wrong. Every time I start it up, it says kind of username in use. It can't log on.
Chris Pendlebury was a singer in mine and Will's band.
Yes, he was.
There's a memory for you.
Wow.
The
You had a band?
Yeah, we were called The Support because that's all we ever aspired to be, and we never even made that.
It's funny.
Is it a real band?
Yeah.
Alright.
So who was playing what then? What were you playing, Will?
Hey?
Yeah.
What did you play, both of you?
What did I play? AK stole the drums, so I didn't get that as an option, so I had to play the keyboard terribly.
So you had no guitarist?
No, we had a
Mike
guitarist.
Rigby. Was it Mike Rigby? Did he play?
Mike Rigby on bass, and Rob, who refused to play any lead guitar, only played rhythm, so then we had to find only songs that really didn't have any lead guitar parts. And then Chris Pendlebury, who just was... He was the singer. What was Monkey's song? I'm a Believer. That was one of the ones we attempted because it only has 3 chords.
Yeah.
And Chris Pendlebury kept singing it wrong, and we found out it's because he was singing the version from Shrek, which is the only place that he'd ever heard it, and didn't even know the original song. And I think at that point we realised it was all going downhill.
I've got a recording of Mr. Brightside somewhere.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's only sound, and it's terrible. But, 15 years ago, smartphones weren't quite as good as they are now. But
that's the smartphone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Not because we were terrible.
I've got that somewhere. I don't know where. I'll have to try and dig it out.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my god, I feel like I need to watch like a movie about the formation of this band.
I feel like it needs to be reformed. You know, like Steps did like a reformation tour.
Yeah, you should.
Oh my god, I am there.
I put a sign up in the Voitech toilets to advertise for members.
No, not that kind
That's why I ended up with Chris Pendlebury, I think.
That sounds strange. That I put a notice up in the toilet advertising for members.
It was strange.
I really hope you find it, Will, and put it through the WhatsApp chat.
If I can find out,
it was so bad.
Yeah.
I think, what was it? Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
I'm a Believer by the Monkees, and was it Girl from Mars by Ash?
Oh yeah, amazing.
I think that they're the only three songs we managed.
I think so. Yeah.
And managed was in the loosest form of the word.
Oh man, I've just searched for Mr. Brightside, and I've got emails from 2010. Coldplay, Yellow, Killers, Mr. Brightside.
Oh, Coldplay, Yellow. Yeah, see, another one with 3 chords.
Radiohead, Creep. How did we forget that? Radiohead, Creep. That was that. Yeah, that was one. But Pendlebury did an amazing job of singing it. Oh yeah.
Have you got the MP3s?
No, it's just an email that I sent.
Oh, thank.
No,
Thank
no, you sent it from AK 15th of January. Anthony Keenan at Voitech. Senior developer. Ooh. Yeah, I can't find the MP3.
Wow.
Ah, that's annoying.
Boo hoo.
It's the musical world's loss.
I'm sure. yeah, I'm sure I'll find it. Leave it with me.
Okay, so in terms of Matt, are we just taking Matt's character off the board? He can't die, but he can't fight either.
Yep, I think that's the easiest way.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah,
Boy.
he's upside down.
Flick.
I think should we have it so someone has to carry him, drag him around by his foot.
Feed him to the dogs. Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
if we're going to
that's
finish
where we're
tonight
at.
anyway, we might as well.
Oh, we won't finish tonight. Oof.
Oh, we best not then.
There's-
You sounded like you were like an electrician looking up a job. Then, like, poof, poof, you'll never get this
Yeah,
done.
I've worked with a
It's
lot
gonna
of
cost you.
builders these
Yeah.
past couple of weeks. I know all the phrases now.
I've got to be up at 6:30 tomorrow morning because the gas man's coming around at 7 o'clock to repair my boiler.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that's-
freezing.
Oh.
Boilers just seem, ironically, they all seem to break when it goes
Yeah,
cold.
what's that all about?
Ours has played up. My daughter's played
It's
up.
almost like
It's,
when it goes cold, you use them more.
yeah,
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, could be something in that, you know.
It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy.
Right. Okay, so I'll just recap.
Where's my dog?
So, you little bunch of friendly kobolds, brave kobolds that you are, have decided to.
And the human.
Oh, and the human Kyra the cleric, crazy Kyra,
Crazy guy.
have agreed to investigate a collapsed tunnel that's led into a cave. You've worked your way through. You've not found anything of much worth at the moment. You've found a few beetles that glowed in the dark until you hit them very hard and they're just left a glowing stain on the floor. You found your way carefully through a set of barrels. One of yours fell off. And you found a neutral aligned mushroom creature that rather than consult with, you decided to bash to a bloody pulp.
There's a theme here.
There's a theme, yes. And whilst you were having a think about exploring the area where the mushrooms were, Kyra ran off towards this stuffed crocodile, which looks like it's moving on the map, but it is very, very dead and stuffed.
Even though it's moving.
I think I was trying to stab it up.
That's right. And as Kyra did so, she stumbled upon 3 dogs that look a bit worse for wear. AK, while we were waiting for you to dial in last week, we did roll initiative, so I do know who's moving first, etc. But that's where we're at the moment.
Are you in it? I really want to talk to these dogs. I'm ready. I'm ready to.
Fortunately or unfortunately, the boxer dog is first. So where is Boxer? Joe, Fred, and Bill. Yeah.
Are we all in the right places to start then? Yeah, I'm guessing we are.
Yeah. This is where you were.
We rolled initiative, didn't we?
Yeah, I've got all the initiatives down. I just need to put a line through.
Did you roll mine?
Matt, who ironically, you're third, Israel. Unfortunately, Matt was second, so he's long gone.
I'll shout out. Has anybody got any food to feed them? They look hungry.
They look beyond hungry.
What about mushrooms?
We have some mushrooms.
Well, you never know. You never know.
I've got some rations. Are they? Can I tell whether they're like undead animated dogs or just hungry dogs? I mean, can I tell whether they're alive?
Based on your proximity to the alligator and your proximity to the dogs, you would suggest they've all ended up with the same fate. I.e., they used to be alive, they are no longer alive, and look like they've probably been stuffed.
Oh,
there's a stuffing coming out of stitched areas on some of them.
But they're attacking.
Oh yes, they're attacking. Yeah. And in fact, Boxer Joe is attacking now, so I'm going to move here.
Oh, is he first? Who's that there?
He's first.
What are you doing there?
I'll shout out. Don't bother with the food.
Yeah.
What is your armor class, Kyra?
637.
Okay, well that one misses.
That's
18.
I rolled a 4.
It's 18.
Yeah. I missed anyway, and I'll have a second attack at -5, and that's a 5. So.
Can you talk with animals?
Yeah. So, Boxer, Boxer Joe doesn't hit. Excuse me. Doesn't hit. The next person up is Quizrael.
Is that all? That's me.
Quizrael.
That is
yes,
me.
you're right at the back.
I'm right at the back. So I've got a speed of 25
Basically,
feet.
from where you are, Quizrael, although you can see these other two dogs, you can only actually see Boxer Joe. You've seen Kyra run into the room, try and beat up a stuffed alligator, and send a dog come out the shadows and try and bite Kyra.
Shouted about the dogs, so you do know that there are dogs there.
Yes.
Because I said to feed them, and then I said don't feed them because they're dead.
Right,
It's only a puppet.
I'm going to move to here for my first action, and then I've got a bolt, a crossbow with 20 bolts, so I'm going to try and shoot Boxer Joe.
Oh, just before we carry on, one thing that we did notice, and I think Graham pointed it out in one of his links, is that last week we used movement like we did in Descent, in that you could move so much attack and then finish the rest of your moves.
Oh yeah.
And what we found is you can't do that. Once you've moved, regardless of how much you've moved, that's that movement turn finished with.
Right.
So you can't move 20 feet.
Don't you? So you could
do,
move,
yes,
attack,
yeah.
and then move again.
Yes.
Right.
But you can't move 20 feet attack and then move 10 feet backwards, as it were.
Right. No,
well,
that's
you probably
fine.
could, but that would be 3 moves. That. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to attack with my ranged crossbow, which is +7. It's got a range of 60 feet and a reload of 1.
And can it shoot through people?
Can it shoot through people?
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm alright. I'm here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were still stood at the back. I thought you
No,
tried to shoot
no. I've moved once.
Sorry. I'll revoke my smug comment. My smug, unhelpful comment.
Can you do that though? Incidentally, if it was like that, it was behind there. Would you actually get in the way if like if the yellow person was firing a crossbow?
Well, I was here anyway, so I think I still would have had line of sight. Plus, I was up against.
No, I'm saying if the person in yellow was firing a crossbow,
right?
Would Will and me actually get in the way, or how does it work?
Maybe like a critical fail would hit one of you or something like that.
You need to read the line of sight
rules,
which will exist.
So you're gonna have to, because it's been like 2 weeks since I played. You're gonna have to remind me. So I need to roll. For damage.
You need to roll a d20. And add your.
+7 to that, then do I? Which is a d20.
Yes.
The pink ones here.
Yeah, you need to hit 16 or more.
Right. So it's this, and then you add the 7 onto that, then, do you?
Yeah. And the way it works is every other attack you do at a -5 and then a -10.
Right.
So that's 11 plus 7 is 18.
18, nice. Right.
So
That's a
you
good
have
start.
hit.
So I've hit. So my damage.
Just do me a favour.
Go on.
Your bolt, is that piercing damage?
Yes, 1d6p it says.
Okay, so
that's just literally 1d6. There's no plus on there. It's literally
okay.
just 1d6.
Yep. So if you roll a d6 for me and let me know.
That is 5.
5.
That's not bad,
okay.
Yeah. 5. 5
well,
piercing
so
as well.
what you see from your point of view, you aim your crossbow bolt at the dog, you fire it hits the dog square on, but you notice that the bolt does very little damage to its strong leathery hide.
Oh, no.
In fact, it looks like it's not damaged at all.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yep. You've still got 1 move left.
Well, it says reload 1, so does that mean it takes 1 action to reload?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
Right, so I should probably either reload or retreat. One or the other.
Well, I think.
One of you have a shield.
I don't think that reload. So if you, I think it automatically reloads at the at the end of your go.
Oh, does
I don't
it?
think you have to use an action. I don't think you can use it in the same go. I have to check that.
Yeah.
But
so essentially, yeah, if you wanted to attack twice in one go, you would need to do attack, reload, attack.
Yeah.
But if it's in separate turns, then you don't need to do the reload.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about
right. I don't know why I think that, but.
Well, I'm thinking I might just retreat then, because staying there is probably not a good idea. I haven't got any other ranged weapons.
Then have you not got any like bludgeoning weapons, like a club or something? If piercing damage isn't working, then you need to go into melee and twat it with a club or something.
I don't want
in
to
which
move
case,
in, but it's just going to attack me, isn't it?
yeah, but
This is my last turn.
pathetic.
It's a little dog.
Well, it's not, is it?
Yeah.
I've just fired a crossbow. Literally can't stop it. I've got a light mace, which does 1d4 plus 4. Right, so
I think Will's just going for the pacifist route of not wanting to kill poor old Boxer Joe. Well, he's already dead.
They're firing an arrow
They
line.
just shot a bloody crossbow bolt at its head.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that did happen. Boo, Will.
well, I don't know what to do. Graham, I'll ask Graham because everyone is telling me to move in. Graham, what should I do?
What, have you not got any skills? Or
I've got
feats
battle
or-
medicine, which is obviously amazing.
That won't work on him. You can't heal him.
I've got
He's dead.
group impression, Kobold Law, and Trapfinder.
What's group impression do?
I did read it, but I can't remember now.
There are a load of
the
things.
shit you can
Did
do
somebody
other
not
than run away.
Did somebody not share a thing on everything you can do? I'm sure there was a cheat sheet thing. There's not just stuff in there that you can go and grapple it. You can do all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of standard actions what you can do, but you're not going to be able to move.
Well, yeah, I can't do
Anyway,
anything
so-
from here anyway, can I? So the options are either move backwards or
I
move
just hide
forwards.
behind the wall.
Move forwards.
You keep saying that, but I'll die. Right, okay, I'm moving forwards, but if I I'm going to move to here,
Well,
and then I'm
no,
going to go,
if you move backwards
guys,
next turn, good.
there's
If
another...
you move backwards next turn, you're just going to be going, what do I do now?
Yeah,
Why
I'll move
you
in
lob
again.
the stuff?
So, sorry, just before you carry on, reloading, it doesn't say that it automatically reloads in between turns. It just takes an action, and you've got to use that action to reload. So,
Right, I must read.
Oh,
whether you do it now or next turn.
Shift
Reload.
back and reload. It
Shift
looks like.
back and you reload, Willard.
No,
Well, you
I
can't do one of
can't.
the others,
I
only got
can't do both of those, so I'll just stay where I am. And by the way, there's another
Okay.
2 dogs in here, just in case you
Yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
Good.
So
I can check
just
that.
on that, what Graham was saying, there is a cheat sheet, and some of the things you can do, your basic actions, your common ones, are to
You
move,
don't have it.
strike, cast a spell, step, or raise a shield. Now, what stride does, stride moves up to your speed, so you can move up to 30. You can step, which is move 5 feet at a time, but it takes an action each time. But it does mean you don't trigger any reactions on anything.
No, that's right.
You can activate an item. You can delay your entire turn if you choose to. You
Alright.
can interact, grab a door, grab an item. You can ready yourself. You can release something you're holding on to. You can take cover. You can avert gaze. You can crawl. You can, as a rogue, you can avoid notice, which is you travel stealthily at half the speed, and then when you do get attacked, you use your stealth for initiative rather than perception.
Ah,
Yeah, you
I
can
should
you can
probably
do
get
quite a
that bit.
few things.
right. Is that the
Yeah.
one off Reddit? Have you just Googled it and found it on Reddit, or is there an official?
No, it's the one off Reddit. So I've printed it out. I've got it in front of me. It's
Right.
actually nicely laminated as
cool.
well.
I'll have a look at that.
You probably should have hid behind the barrels, Will.
That's fine. I'm out in the open now. Bring it on. Just after all, but they don't all attack me.
Here's number 4. Number 4 is basically the toughest member of your party. He's Precious the cat.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this
Okay.
they're all going to chase after the cat,
Dark
aren't they?
Precious feeling pretty nervous as the only alive cat with a load of zombie dogs. Turn 1, I think she's going to get.
This is a
she's gonna go-
ballsy cat.
It's a ballsy dog cat thing, and it's going to go and defend its roguey friend, who's a bit nervous about going forward and got pushed into the fray by his mate.
Wow.
Peer pressure.
Yeah,
That's honour.
it is. It's one ballsy
I
cat.
don't mind admitting that as the cat enters the room, all the ears on all 3 dogs suddenly prick up.
Excellent.
And he goes, "Rah!" like that. I probably should have moved it next to a dog to attack it. So in fact, I'm just gonna just gonna pop it there. Right. So, and then she's gonna move to do the jaws attack thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is a 1d6 plus 2.
You got to roll your 20 to hit first.
Yes. Let's go roll the 20.
Lucky dice, lucky dice, lucky dice.
Let me find Precious. You use your jaws, you get +6.
16.
Wow. +6, yeah.
Yes, that's.
So this cat comes running in, spots Boxer Joe, and takes a big chunk out of his side. You need to roll 1d6 plus 2. Is it jaws or claw you're attacking with?
Is it what? Sorry? Jaws.
Jaws. Yeah.
Jaws. Yeah. Taking a big chunk out of it.
Okay.
Come on. 3, 5.
So what did you roll? 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the cat rushes in, lodges straight onto the side of Boxer Joe with its teeth. The dog shakes the cat off, and there is barely no damage made on this dog.
My. These dogs are tough.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have a chat. Oh no, this is
Wow.
have a chat.
I don't think. Okay. That's not turned out very well for Precious then, has it?
Precious has got one move left.
Okay, she just cowers now between its roguey friend's legs. It came for a support, has realised how tough these things are, and is now regretting its choice. And it just goes.
Not the only one.
Okay. He's
You
number
ready to get
5. Kyra's number 5, the instigator of all of this.
Come on, Cara.
God knows what Kyra's going to do next. It's probably.
I'm going to twat the boxer with my scimitar.
You've got to think about stuffed animals. This is your dream.
So what's that? D20 to.
Yeah, D20 plus any of your pluses.
Scimitar is +5, so 15.
Okay. My armor class is 16, so unfortunately you miss your first attack.
Oh my god! Can we not run away from this battle?
We really need to just talk to the dogs and hope for the
Did I
best.
miss? Did you say?
You did miss, yes.
I'll have another go. I'll have another swing at -5.
Okay.
Sure,
This
will be better.
Hello?
12, 17, 12. So that's 12. So I'm assuming that misses as well.
That misses as well. Hey, Graham, have you just come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remembered I'm a magician and I've got spells, but that's it for me this turn.
You got 3 attacks. You got 3 actions.
AK, if you're not, they're undead, aren't they? You're a cleric. Does that not mean that you can kill them?
No.
Oh,
Are they undead?
Yeah.
I don't think they're undead.
The taxidermic dogs. There's a clue.
Well, surely if they're taxidermic, they're not alive, are they?
No, they are undead. Yeah.
All right then.
If you want the true description, they're neutral evil. They're neutral evil. They're small. They're mindless, and they're undead. There you go.
All right then. I'll try to heal it then.
A spell takes 2 actions normally.
No.
Negative energy. Is that
heals 1 action at touch range.
Oh right, okay.
So I'm assuming, do I have to roll to touch? Is that? I mean, that's how you
I think you do. You're doing D&D.
Yeah, that's
if you're doing harm.
What does it say? Is it an attack?
Oh, so heal attack.
If the target is the willing living creature, if the target is undead, you deal that amount of positive damage to it, and it gets a basic fortitude save. There you go.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually say you need to hit.
No, it's a save.
Okay.
It needs to roll against your DC.
I can't use it.
Yeah. 6. Okay. You swing at the dog twice and miss, and just as you think all is lost, you place a hand on the dog and shock it with your arm. How much damage do you get for that?
1d8.
Okay,
Oh,
roll
nice.
away.
Yeah, tackle all done.
And
No,
that's
good.
how you heal, bitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you roll?
7 out of 8.
The dog yelps in pain, and you leave a very large burn on its head where you patted it with your harm spell.
Nice.
Ah, poor
It's a start.
Who's number 6? Number 6 is Doberman. Where's Doberman?
Yeah, right next
Oh,
to
here's
it.
Doberman.
Flipping.
Doberman Fred.
Now, does Doberman see a cat or does Doberman see a rogue?
Don't forget the
Well,
cat between your legs.
yeah.
Do both.
I think it's fair to say that Doberman would attack the cat. What's your armor class, Precious?
Oh, this was a mistake.
Oh,
Armor class 16.
oh, just about to say, is it 15 or more? Okay, so the dog misses with its first attack. Oh no, fumbles its second attack.
Nice.
And on its third attack, it is going to move next to this dog.
He's retreating.
As it retreats, the Precious's hairs bristle on its back, and it goes really angry now. It's really angry.
It missed its first attack, and the second attack, it completely fumbled it. Isney's next.
Oh, Isney's on its way. Okay, that's me. So Isney is a bit perturbed about the fact that a cat just ran into a room of 3 undead dogs. And she's going to run in after. Ah, Precious, what are you doing? On this.
How many are you moving there? That's like 20.
That's enough. That's all I'm moving. Right. So I'm here now. I can move that, can't I?
Well, you stood
Yeah, what's your speed?
20, I think. 20, yeah.
Yeah, you can move 4 squares in one action then.
You've gone forward quite a bit.
So there then. Okay, I'll go there. She's not quite far enough to protect a cat, but is now very aware of all the doggies, the cute little doggies with stuffing coming out of them. I'm a little bit worried. So she raises her shield.
Okay.
And then finally, I don't know if this is going to work or if it's even worth trying, but I'm going to try it anyway. She does one of her skills, which is
message.
One sec. Wild empathy. So, Isney's got a connection to creatures of the natural world that allows you to communicate with them on a rudimentary level. You can use diplomacy to make an impression on animals and make very simple requests of them. In most cases, wild animals will give you time to make your case.
Right. Have you got a dice roll to make against that?
It doesn't say anything about that. It just says you can use diplomacy. So I'm guessing some kind of dice roll thing going on.
I'll just find your character. Which one is it you're using?
Isn't it?
No, sorry, the spell.
Wild empathy.
Empathy.
Did you say it was a diplomacy tag?
Oh, it's a skill, isn't it? Diplomacy
Plus
plus 5. I can't find diplomacy. I can't find what it is you... Where does it say diplomacy?
It's one of the...
I'll say empathy it's called, isn't it? What you're trying to...
Yeah, wild empathy.
Am I just not seeing it? Can't find it on your character sheet, but what I will say is you try and cast it, and immediately you realise that these creatures are mindless, and cannot be contacted
Yeah.
in any way through the mind.
Thought that might happen. Okay.
Yeah, they're basically just animated skin.
Okay, doke. Well, that's be done then.
Okay, thank you, Isney. Number 8 is Grimnir.
Okay, so I want to move. I'm gonna move. Where am I? Zoom out. 1, 2. What's my speed? 3, 4. I have entered the room. Oh no, I can move one more forward. Just move one more. There we go. And I'm looking at Boxer Joe, and I'm devastated because he reminds me of a pet that I used to have when I was a child called Gabby, and I feel absolutely terrible as I'm about to F his shit up. So I'm going to use. I'm gonna. Oh no, you're all too. Oh bloody hell! I'll kill us all. Can't do that. I am going to. It's got splash. I am going to. They won't be able to feel fear either, will they?
No, they're mindless. They're not affected by any spells to do with the mind.
Message acid splash. That's because I'm too close for that one.
You do have the option just to punch it.
I think. What have we got?
What about the other two over there? Can you not throw acid at them too?
Oh yeah, but Will's in the way, isn't he? So can I actually throw past him as was?
What's the range?
I'm not in the way of the Alsatian.
The range is 30 feet, so yes, I could.
You'd get both of them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd get them both. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, it just targets one creature. But
right.
you splash a glob of acid that splatters creatures. Make a spell attack. If you hit, you deal.
Right. So.
Oh no, but it is splash damage, so I don't hit both. But
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So I think, Boxer Joe, I can't do anything to you because you remind me so much of my childhood dog. So I'm going to go for the Alsatian.
No, Bill.
So roll my d20.
Oh, it fell out of the dice tower.
It fell out of the dice tower.
Oh, you got 20?
I got 20.
Nice.
Plus, do I plus something to that?
Well, you plus 7 to it.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say with a 20 you've already hit.
Right. So I've hit poor old Alsatian Bill.
So on a crit, do you get double spell damage?
That would be nice.
I'm just going to check that.
I think you do.
On a normal attack, on a crit, you get double melee damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming you get double spell damage.
On a critical success, the target also takes 1 persistent acid damage.
Yeah, that's as well as your normal crit bonus, though. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Get 2d6 acid, plus 1 splash, and then plus 1 persistent. What was that?
Nice work. So we need to roll your 2d6s.
2d6s, please.
Yeah.
Right, so
poor Bill.
Poor old Bill, he's in for it.
You do know after all this he's going to go, yeah, it didn't do any damage, they're just resistant to it.
Oh no.
So 2 2s.
So I got 2 2s.
4 plus 1 splash damage, and did you say a crit does something else?
A critical success, the target also takes 1 persistent acid damage.
So that's 1 damage every time it's his turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 6 damage altogether, isn't it?
It's at the end of his turn, isn't it?
Yeah. So yes, you fire your acid splash. It hits Bill the Alsatian square in his chest and leaves a nasty mark. He yelps, and there's a nasty smell coming from him as he burns.
Oh, does it? Because it's got splash damage. Does it hit Fred? Fred the Doberman?
I think it does. Just let me look it up. I'm trying to look it up through the book now rather than online, and unfortunately the book's a lot slower.
The book is slower.
Yeah.
Can you not ask Google what page it's on?
Good books, aren't we? In the modern
Yeah,
world.
there was a reason the internet was invented.
Yes.
Cheese and cracker.
If an attack with a splash weapon, all creatures within 5 take the listed. Oh, so I take the listed splash damage. So on a crit, you don't multiply the splash damage, but you do multiply the initial. You know, it says 1d6 acid plus 1 splash. So you only get 1 splash, but yeah. So Fred takes 1 splash damage as well.
Oh, good-o. Yeah, and that's my turnover because acid splash takes 2 actions. So I've moved and then I've effed the Alsatian shit up and a bit of the Dobermans too.
Smells like
Burnt dog.
Burning cotton.
Burnt dog, yeah. Imagine wet dog, but the opposite. Burnt
Yes.
dog. Right, who's number 9? Number 9 is Bill. Funnily enough. Right. So Bill. Poor old Bill. He is going to. What's my movement? Speed is 30. 1, 2, 3. He was going to run towards Grimnir, but as he gets close, he spots Isney out the corner of his eye and decides to take a chunk out of Isney's leg instead. So let's roll for Isney. 8 plus 7. 15. What's your armor class, Isney?
20 because I got my shield up.
Oh, okay. And he's going to have one more attack on you. 14. That's minus 5, 9, plus 7, 16. Yep. Doesn't attack with either of his 2 attacks, and the smell of acid burned dog gets stronger. Who's number 10? Number 10 is Simi.
Yeah.
That's it. You rolled 8, Graham. You got the lowest initiative out of everyone.
I rolled 2, I think.
Yeah.
6 was my thing.
It's been quite a pitiful fight of everyone missing. The only person who's actually come in and done some real damage is Kyra with his healing hand and Grimnir with the acid splash.
Woo! But Graham's about to get all up in what's
Graham just after the victory of globbing the green thing.
Yeah.
Still got green stuff on his axe.
Did piercing damage do nothing to them?
You didn't see pierce damage do any damage to them.
Right, I'm gonna go here. 1, 2, 3. You know, which one did you just attack? Did somebody just attack Bill?
Yeah, the Alsatian, and I did a bit of the Alsatian. Yeah.
Bill's looking a bit worse for wear.
I'm gonna attack Bill. It's gonna be slashing damage because my weapon is versatile.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do my power attack.
Power attack. That doubles your damage, doesn't it?
It doubles. It gives one extra dice.
Ah, yeah.
It's 2d10.
I can't see who's dialing on which dice tower anymore. Each one's got a d20 in it, so I'll just. Oh, that's you there, is it?
Ooh, nice. 17. 17 plus 9 is 26.
Oh, it's fair to say you hit Bill. He was instantly regretting stopping when he did.
Is it a crit?
It is a crit. It's 10 more than the armor class.
Yeah. Right. Nice. So that's
He's certainly worried about this. Is Bill now?
So
thinking he should have stayed back.
Crits before. So I think on the in here you roll the damage and then you just double it for a crit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because I think on 5e you you just get the dice as the crit. You don't get the +4. But I think on this you do.
Yeah, I think you roll it and just
I was
double it.
reading something as well. It seems like a few players, a few DMs do it. So we won't do it now or anything. But it's just something I read. It's rather than just rolling it and then doubling it, what they do is they give you a maximum for the first roll. So they give you 10 plus 1 roll, for a 2d10.
Oh, right,
The
okay.
idea behind that is, imagine if you roll a crit and you roll 2 1s, it's going to be less than a normal attack. But
Yeah,
it's a
that's
crit,
true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it isn't in the rules, but it's just like a few DMs were saying they do.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea because at least it guarantees you have a decent strike. There's no point in saying, "Oh, you did really well, got a critical strike in and barely scratched him."
Yeah. So they give, right, right. So it's. Have we got another D10?
The book just sends you all around the houses. I've gone for crit. It sent me to strike, and then strike sent me to double damage.
Right.
Nice.
13 plus 4, 17, 34.
34.
That's got to be dead.
Wow. What kind of weapon are you using, Graham?
It's a Hellbard.
Is it a slashing weapon?
Slashing damage.
Okay. So you charge in, stand your feet down, and with your halberd, you bring it smacking straight down onto Bill, who looks at you initially with a bit of shock as your halberd hits him. And as you pull your halberd away, you don't notice any damage on the animal whatsoever. But then a split second later, a tear opens up from his head to his tail, and he basically splits straight down the middle and falls down into 2 half dogs. Dead again. Yeah, poor old Bill. He got acid splash and then split down the middle. It's not having a good day.
I forgot about the acid splash. I don't like that one. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So Bill is no more. That's it. Okay. Start of a new turn. So Bill, while he's dead, split in 2 halves, takes another acid damage. Let's pile it on for Bill. Okay, so we're back with Boxer, who has a hefty handprint on the top of his head, where Kyra harm touched him, and he's going to have another go back at Kyra for that. So I'm actually going to hit with any of these. 1, nope, complete fluke, misses altogether. He's going to have another go at -5, nope, misses again. Basically falls flat on all 4s. I'm just going to have one more go. 18 -10 plus 7, 15. What's your armor class, Kyra? Is it 50, is it 16 or more?
Sorry, I forgot. My name is Kyra, isn't it? My armor class is 18. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the third attack, although it looked like a very good attack, his jaws just bounced off your armor. Couldn't get a grip. Number 2 is Quizrell now.
Yes. Right, okay. So
He's doing a good job of protecting the cat between his legs.
yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move in 1 to do any kind of attack because I'm out of range. So I'm going to move for 1. I mean, clearly my bolt was useless, so it obviously takes some kind of slashing weapon. So I've got a light mace, or I've got jaws, but jaws didn't do anything when
jaws is piercing.
Jaws is piercing, isn't it? Well, the only other option is my light mace, which is B. Is that bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning.
So I'm gonna have to try that, but that's all I've got.
Okay. Roll away.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. So it's light mace plus 7, agile, finesse, and shove. So let's throw the old D20 in the tower. Come on. It was so close to being a 20. It's a 5. Plus 7, then that's a 12.
Nope. You miss. Boxer Joe.
That is a shame. Right. So for my last action, I'm going to go again. So it'll be -5. And just have to hope I get a 20 or something. Oh, it was an 8. So 8 plus 7
No.
-5 is 10. No.
No, you
Rubbish.
miss again, unfortunately.
So I'm just stood there swinging my mace around doing nothing. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Precious the cat.
Precious the cat. Okay.
Come on, Precious.
Can
Precious
Precious
is now
do
up.
anything else apart from Jaws?
She can only attack, really.
I mean,
Oh,
is there
Yeah,
any
but
other...
she can bite. She can bite, which is piercing, or she can use her claws, which is slashing.
Well,
Can she
go
get
for
around
slashing
the
then,
other side
definitely.
to give you flanking damage? Flanking bonus.
Well, no, but she will. She can. She deals an extra D4 precision damage against flat-footed targets, and I would suspect now that Boxer Joe is flat-footed because he's basically got 3 people around him.
Yeah. Don't know if it's got to be opposite, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh, does it have to be opposite?
I think
Yeah.
so.
It does say
if you-
there's got a support benefit where I don't really understand it, but you might. It says Precious throws your enemies off balance when you create an opening. Until the start of your next turn, your strikes that deal damage to a creature that Precious threatens makes the target flat-footed until the end of your next turn. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah, no. I think when it's saying yours, it's meaning you as Isney. So Precious throws Isney's enemies off balance when Isney creates an opening. Till the
Right.
start of your next turn.
Yeah. He's off.
Yeah.
He's off. He's flat-footed.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
so? Everybody is flat-footed then.
Yeah.
Yeah, until the end of
So,
the next turn.
if
yeah.
you putting anyone here would basically make Boxer Joe flat-footed.
Even
This would be opposite.
Precious.
Even Precious, yeah.
Right. Well, Precious is a very wise cat, and now decides that it's going to do some military tactics.
She's quite wise. She's just not very intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. So she gets behind the doggo, now feeling emboldened after watching the other one getting ripped to shreds. And slashes. Does a slash with her claws.
Okay.
So
Roll away. I think you get. Is it +2 with flat-footed as well?
I think it is, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
It was on the first one, so yeah, I think it will be the same.
Yeah. So you need to get more than 14.
Oh, what is that? That is...
Yeah, that's not great, is it?
No.
Oh, are you using the dice tower right over there?
Yeah. Why? Which one's everyone else using?
One right next to the board.
I'm using the one on the board. Yeah.
And Graham's, everyone's got one in front of them, I suppose, and then there's one on the board. So you got a 3.
Got a 3. It's not
You
really
got
doing much.
you got another action though.
I do have another action, so I might as well try again with the is it -5 for?
Yeah. So you need 16. So you'll get +6 for your attack, +2 because it's flat-footed, so that's +8. But then you get -5.
Oh, I got a 20 this time.
Ah, okay, so that's a crit. So you do hit, and you do double damage.
Oh, nice.
So did you say you were jaws or claws?
Claws this time?
Claws. So that is 1d4 +2. So you roll 2d4.
Okay. Which one's the D4s? Are they the blue ones? Yeah.
The little pyramid-looking ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
this one here.
I'll try another one over. Oh, I just lost the D4. There, I dropped it.
Well, the first one's 4.
Oh my god, I dropped it again. I'm trying to eat cheese and biscuits and roll dice virtually.
That's a Christmas thing.
Oh, yeah, that'll do. It didn't land in the tray. But
Oh.
it's a 4.
Oh my god, I love this cat.
Do you get 2 4s?
12, was that?
2 4s, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it
Plus two.
plus 2 then, or plus 4 then?
4.
Plus 4, yeah. So that's 12 damage.
Nice.
So, Precious. Its last attack on Boxer Joe. Did you say it was claws? So that's slashing, didn't you? Yeah. She jumps on the back of Boxer Joe with her claws and scratches him all down each side, leaving some terrible scrape marks. Boxer Joe howls in pain. So you did 12, didn't you? Boxer Joe is definitely looking worse for wear now. So he's not happy with himself. Is that you done, Precious?
It is.
So the next is Kyra. Boxer Joe is basically a stumbling pile of skin barely held together.
I'll have another go at twatting it with my scimitar.
Okay.
I think that thing that Precious makes him flat-footed once that he threatens. I think threatens maybe means that he's within range. You could attack him.
Yeah, might be. He's flat-footed anyway because he's got people either side of him. But
Where's the rule?
is that a 1?
That is a 1.
Okay, so you basically do a full 360 with your scimitar and end up back facing the dog thinking, what the hell just happened?
I'll have another go with the scimitar.
Okay.
2.
And you do another 360.
Plus 5. Minus 5.
Is that 2 critical fails on a row?
Another 360, and this time you stop and say, well, everyone stop spinning around while I'm trying to hit this dog.
Third time's a charm.
Sorry,
Yeah, I'm not going to bother doing anything else. I don't think there's anything I can do. Can you do defenders or something as an action to increase your arm class?
I think there is something. Where have I put me? You
Have you not got
can
another
do
attack?
something. Defend is move at half
10?
speed.
Yeah, but if you roll a 20, it'll be 20 minus 10 is 10. Plus your, what's your plus?
5.
15, that's probably not enough. I think it's one short.
You
Was
can
it
do
16?
aid. You can aid people. Not exactly sure how that works, but
Aid.
Where's the butter?
That says roll a d20 and to give a +1 circumstance bonus to an assisted skill check or attack roll.
No, you could do that and then give the +1 to whoever attacks next if they need it.
Page 470.
So with
Yeah,
that, do you have to
but-
declare that you're giving it before they roll, or do they roll and then you say, oh, have my 1? How does that work?
yeah, you've got to say who you're assisting, I think.
Yeah.
Ah,
You don't just get a 1 to put in your pocket and just dish it out.
that's a shame.
Aid. You must try to
Right,
help
so,
your ally.
okay, right, who's next after me in initiative?
After Kyra, it is the Doberman.
Who's on our side?
Oh, okay. After the Doberman, it's Isney.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
So, can I just try and help Isney with whatever she's going to do? Yeah?
It does
No?
say
Yeah?
you've got to help your ally with a task. To use this reaction, you must first prepare to help, usually by using an action during your turn.
Yeah,
You
so
must
that's what
explain to the GM exactly how you're trying to help, and they determine whether you can aid your ally. How are you looking to help?
What sort
Isney?
of weapon do you have, Isney?
So, Isney's got a dagger which can be thrown, but just as a heads up, she's also got a pretty powerful heal spell that she's thinking about. Her hands are glowing.
Well, look, yeah, that doesn't really
You got help with a heal spell if you've got a heal spell of your own?
I've got a heal spell, yeah.
So does that not mean you could help me with mine?
But then we'd use 2 heal spells to do 1 heal spell. And I didn't want to use the last heal spell in case we actually needed healing.
Oh. Okay.
Which I don't know, that might be,
Well, I have a
Amazing.
dagger, so you can help me with the dagger somehow. I don't know how you'd help with the dagger.
Well, you can do a circumstance +1, wasn't it? Or is it +1 to the
Yeah,
check?
so
Yeah,
armor
but
class?
you need to have a reason to help them, don't you? Well, how am I going to help him?
Well, if he's
Throw a
attacking,
dagger.
no, if he's
So
attacking,
you're gonna
you give him
distract him,
+1 to his.
Oh,
Distract.
Thought you was
yeah,
going-
all right then. I'll can I use my aid to try and distract the Doberman to help Isney throw his dagger or whatever?
you can, but you need to roll a DC 20 check.
DC 20 check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to get over 20 by rolling a d20.
Really?
Oh,
It does say that. The typical is DC 20.
7.
Yeah. I would suggest that hasn't helped in any way whatsoever.
Well, that was a waste of 10 minutes of reading through the rules. Carry on.
It's not wasted if you've learned something. And I haven't.
Yeah.
we haven't.
Yeah, I've
That
learned to
action is
look up
useless,
aid
and I will never use it again.
in more detail next time. But yeah, DC 20 sounds a bit harsh. I mean, you must have some sort of. Have you not got some sort of spell plus? Is it a spell aid or is it just an action that anyone has?
The typical
just an
DC
action,
20,
isn't it?
but the GM might adjust this for particularly hard or easy tasks. So it depends on whether you think me distracting a dog is hard or easy. Anyway, it's not 7, is it? So
You rolled a 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have
That's
got a 15. I might have gone.
Is
Yeah.
it
Go on.
help or is it assist?
assist is called.
It does seem
Aid.
strange. It's something I've made a note to look up because I suspect it's something everyone can do in any fight, can't they? Really, if you want to use an action.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so next is Doberman. Where's Doberman? He's over here. He's way on his own. Fred the Doberman. He's going to 1, 2, 3. Get in behind Precious. Who's just seen him scratch all down Boxer
He's
Joe's
not doing
side.
that. I'm attacking him. He's not coming past me. No. Where did he run then?
I ran from here.
Where did he go?
1, 2, 3.
Ah, I'm attacking him when he hits this square. Here.
Can you do within 10 feet? You got a range on your
I'll
halberd.
reach. Yeah.
Okay, how does
this
that
one.
work? Is it just an attack?
Yeah.
He's going to be slightly surprised at this. Go ahead.
Me or him.
Well, the dog's surprised because he thought he was going to have a nice bit of cat. And instead,
20.
he's going to get
No, 23.
23.
Wait there. Yeah, 23.
23, okay. So your halberd does indeed swing and hit Doberman Fred. Roll for damage, please. This dog looks pristine. He's not. Oh, he's been injured slightly by an acid splash.
Nearly missed. 11.
11. Okay. So as Fred the Doberman runs past, you do take a small chunk out of his backside with your halberd. But I will suggest that you didn't do as much damage to him as you thought you would. If that helps. Does that stop my move there?
No.
So you just hit me as I ran past, haven't you, really?
Yeah.
So that's one move. I'm going to have attack on.
There is a thing that if you get a critical, I don't know if that's just if you've got to have a feat or something, but I remember reading that. But yeah, but not by standard, and it wasn't a threat
No.
anyway. So
Okay.
What
Let's
is the
have a go
damage?
up
Not
there.
2d10 plus 4. for the halberd? Or is
Oh yeah,
That's-
sorry. I need another D10 now. You're right.
Oh, dear.
That's why it wasn't as much as what I thought it was going to be.
that explains it.
Dice.
There you go.
Oh,
That's a little bit better.
An extra 1 point of damage.
don't.
Yeah. The Doberman carries on, and he's gonna
Oh, I
take
thought that was a 7.
a nice bite of Precious's tail, I think.
Oh.
Oh no, what's going on? And he completely misses. And going absolutely mad.
Oh no,
13.
it's not 2D10 now. Take that one off. It's 1D10.
It says 2,
Yeah, it
wasn't
wasn't.
it?
That's the power
That's
attack.
the power attack. Yeah.
So, all right,
and he
what
misses
were
a
you doing
third
then?
time.
Just a normal action there. Rally action.
Oh, sorry. Right, okay. There's
That's
2
two
halberd,
actions,
isn't there? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Doberman misses. My dice rolls. I must have got Will's dice tonight. The next is Isney.
Okay, Isney's back at it. So Isney takes a look around, sees a couple of dogs where, and she's a bit blocked in. Oh, the first thing Isney does actually, she's looking in the corner of her eye at this weird human that tried to like fumble around to distract the dog, and she's just still a little bit distrustful after watching rip apart a teddy bear not long ago. A bit creeped out. So she turns away and she takes a look at these dogs and she thinks, right, I'm going to try and finish this here. I'm a bit worried about my cat. It's had some near misses. And she does, what she does is it's a heal spell, which I can use all 3 actions for. And what that does is a 30-foot emanation of heal. And that gets everybody. So anybody that needs healing gets it, and all the undead creatures will be damaged in the vicinity. 30
Wow,
foot.
what spell's
That's like
that?
the one on Descent, isn't it? That you had, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just heal. It's the 3 action heal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just heal,
okay,
but
yeah.
You can cast it in different forms.
Quite powerful.
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah.
can decide how many you want to use on it, can't you?
Yeah, so she wants to stay looking defensive and stuff at the back here, so she just uses that to try and sort the situation out.
Yeah. Right then.
So, for a spell, is it just it works or what? Do I need to do the D20?
Well, the spell just works for.
Yeah, it'll just work, but I think they'll have a save, won't they?
Yeah, I mean the dogs will have a save, but unless any of the people caught up in it don't want to be healed, they can roll to resist it. But
It depends. Is it going to be like the kind of heal that I did, like the other week?
nearly killed somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you can heal pretty much. You can heal everyone.
Have I taken it?
AK. I don't know.
No, you tried to hit me and you didn't hit my AC, did you?
No,
So,
that's true. So is
so
anyone else
I
injured?
don't need healing, but
I don't need healing.
I can see what's going to happen here. Is anybody injured?
No one's injured. Never mind, we're going for the dogs.
Is your cat not injured?
No.
Right.
Everyone just gets a nice feel-good glow for a minute.
Feel good glow, yes. What? Do you have to roll for the heal? Is it a D8 or something?
Yeah. Which
Okay.
Is that the orange one?
No, it's the. I'm not good with colours. Is it red?
Oh yeah, forgot you're colorblind, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's these red ones here. Yeah.
that's it.
What you rolling now?
Please
D8.
heal.
5.
Oh, is that how many hit points you heal then? And is that how many hit
Oh, is
points?
that how much damage you would do as well?
Yeah, but I've got to roll a resist.
It gets the basic.
So his class DC is 16. But what type of thing is it? Is it a reflex to try and get out of the way? Where does it say that?
It's a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Yeah, fortitude. So is it?
Yeah.
And my fortitude is +7, so I need a 9 or above to dodge this ray. So I'll do it first for Boxer Joe. Need a 9 or above. I got a 10. So Boxer Joe feels a nice warm glow from this, but it doesn't affect him either way. And Doberman Fred gets a 9.
What does that mean?
No, no,
forgot.
it was a save, wasn't it?
9 or above was a save, yeah.
What a waste.
So not only do you not heal anybody, you don't damage the dogs either, unfortunately,
it's
isn't
just
he?
3 actions.
I kind of spaffed too soon there.
But at least you're still on your feet.
Oh,
At least you're still on your feet. Last time you've done something like that, you've ended up falling over.
that is true.
Grimnir, you're next. This fight's taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
I'm going to Boxer Joe.
Fist Boxer Joe. Jesus.
Kill him!
Boxer Joe.
Kill him again.
Boxer Joe's
Okay.
flat-footed, isn't he?
He is flat-footed.
Do I roll a d20?
Yeah.
Take me to roll my d20, Kyle. I'm off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So that's
Oh,
a
it's
7.
down.
7. Okay, you miss.
I'm going to fist Boxer Joe again.
You're going to
Take
what?
that.
Sorry? I don't think that's in the rule book.
Is it not in the beastie room?
Yes, that's a whole different rule book, that one.
Oh, it's a 9 to... Oh,
No.
what? That
that
count.
was a drop, wasn't it? It wasn't a roll.
Did that even go in the tower? Where's it gone?
No.
It won't let me put it. There we go.
There we go.
I'll just go... What was it?
No, better. Yeah.
14, so 19
Minus
minus 5 is 14.
Oh, you need 16. Oh, I'm flat-footed.
Again, Kyle.
Again.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Flat-footed.
yeah, it's flat-footed, yeah.
I'm flat-footed, so a 16 does hit.
Oh.
Oh. But I didn't get a 16, did I?
Yeah, you got a 14
Yeah.
plus. Yeah.
I thought you said you added some, and then you had to take. You got +7 to 21,
Yeah.
then you had to take 5 off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we got it, haven't we?
you got
Right.
down to 16, and then because he's flat-footed, you take 2 off, so that's down to 14. So yeah, you did hit.
Oh, good. So we've hit. We've fisted him. So then...
Are you
But then-
punching?
what a way to go!
Are you punching him?
Yeah, well, it's a
That's
melee.
what Grimnir can do. Yeah.
I'm just fisting him.
3.
3
That's a decent
plus
fist.
1. So it's a 4. I fisted him.
Is this Joe the boxer?
I'm fisting Joe the boxer.
Okay. So
Are
you
you
sneaked
recording
up, you
this, Will?
sneaked up
Yeah,
behind.
I am, yeah.
You did sneak up behind Boxer Joe,
I don't know why everybody's laughing.
who's completely unaware of your first attack, but for your second attack, he just had this strange look on his face as your fist split straight out of his head, and you basically tore him in half. What a way for Boxer Joe to go! I never had that planned in my head.
Can we just have a moment's silence for Boxer Joe? Poor old Boxer Joe.
This is the dog that did look like one of your old pets as well, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, Gabby.
Yeah,
Bless
which
Gabby.
you fisted to death. Okay.
Yeah, he's been fisted to death. So Grimnir's just holding a moment of silence, looking devastatingly
Yeah.
down at a fist. Like, what have I done?
For a split second before you tore him in half, Kyra looked at him and thought both his eyes started to water. Wow. So there goes the PG rating on that recording. Will. If only the Fred Doberman could, he'd take quite a few steps back right now.
Yeah.
Actually, he's next.
Yikes.
He's next. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to move back. He's seen his friend completely butchered.
Still in your hand, Grimnir.
Death
Who's
by
number 10?
fisting.
Simic is next.
It does say on the sheet there, though. Look, Cal.
It does
Fist
say
plus
fist.
5.
Just say fist. I love the way it says agile, finesse, and then it says non-lethal.
Oh, it's non-lethal.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I know
Sounded pretty
non-lethal. I
lethal.
think it means you can't kill anyone by punching them. As in, if you wanted to, I think it means if you attack someone,
take
you
a
can use it.
-2 penalty or something if you're trying to kill them.
Yeah. To be honest, the
just
dog
ignore
had
that
2 hit
now?
points. Yeah, I don't think we should resurrect Bill, if only for someone to get a lucky roll and fist him once again. I think let fisted dogs lie, shall we say? Non-lethal. That's another one I've got to look up. I never thought I'd be having to look up
Send you the
whether you
video.
can fist a dog or not.
I'd go incognito first.
Yeah, I'm definitely using the book for this. Non-lethal.
Yeah, it just says you knock them out and instead of dying.
Yes, you can use a non-lethal weapon to make a lethal attack with a
Yeah.
-2. So you, in theory, you would have missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let that one slide.
Sorry about that, everyone.
It
No,
entertained us, it's fine.
Definitely, yeah. It's one to remember. It's in 12 months' time when we look back and say, do you remember that time just after Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, Samik, see if you can top that.
But please don't use your fists.
No,
As if he,
you have split a dog down the middle with your halberd.
I was thinking of creating a monk for my character that just fought with his fists, but not really
No.
sure.
Well, you can do. You just take a -2 hit if you want to try and kill somebody.
No, he gets he's particularly deadly with his
Ah,
fists. So
right.
he
Oh,
gets,
okay.
he doesn't take that. Oh, my actual proper character I was thinking about. This dude I've got now could try that, but I'm gonna stick to my weapon. Where's he run off to?
oh,
Goldman's backed off next to this sack.
1, 2. Right, I'm gonna do my power attack thing again.
So you're at a range of 10 feet.
Oh, it's got
on yours,
reach then, hasn't it? The power
The
attack.
reach, yeah.
Don't forget to roll 2 dice this time.
Yeah.
You got to hit
Well,
first.
yeah, I've got to hit first. Yeah.
why is it
Right.
2 D20 rather than 1 D20?
No, it's not. The D20 is to hit. That's the same.
I know, but what's the point in rolling 2 D10s?
Well, because the minimum you can get with 2 D10s is 2, whereas the minimum you can get with a
Yeah.
D20 is 1.
OMG.
That's probably the only difference.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, you mean for the? Yeah, no. The damage for the weapon is 1d10, but power attack just gives you extra dice.
Right.
So power attack works on any weapon. If your weapon's just a D8 or whatever, then you'd roll 2 D8s.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's 21 then.
So I've rolled 21. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
can
do
you
hit.
do power attack with any weapon then? Is that a thing?
It's a
Yeah.
feat.
Plus
Yeah.
I've not. Oh right. So not everybody can do it though.
No.
Right. I was gonna say, but I don't remember seeing it
can.
on mine.
No.
What can you do? What
I've
can you
got
do,
sneak
Quizrael?
I've got sneak
Yeah,
attack
you
and
can-
surprise attack.
Yeah. Group impression.
Yeah.
Trap finder.
That works on flat-footed, so you get an extra dice, an extra D6.
Yeah,
on
1d6. Yeah.
And this thing is flat-footed.
Okay.
It's gonna be alive.
Roll for damage on Doberman Fred. He's hardly been hit, Doberman Fred.
Oh dear. 9, 13.
13.
Oh no, no, sorry, no, 9. Yes.
13. So, You absolutely do crack him around the ears with your halberd, and basically all the stuffing comes out of him, apart from a few stitching that's just holding his neck to his head to his body, barely.
Was that Wait.
That's me.
Have you got any more moves?
No.
No.
That is it.
Okay, Simic, you were last, weren't you? So next is Boxer, but Boxer's dead. And number 3 is Quizrail.
Oh, me? Sorry. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Back in the room.
Get full rogue.
Yes. So, there's only this Doberman left then, isn't there?
Yeah, and his head's barely hanging on.
Oh, I shouldn't have
Don't
gone.
kick his head off.
Kick his head off. Probably a thing. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. You mean?
Should have gone right up to him, then we could have flanked him.
Oh, yeah. Is there a point in me going on the other side of him?
Not now. If I'd have moved into range.
Well, I'll do it anyway, because whoever's attacking next, they can then
Yeah, well,
stand here, can't they? Plus, I've got a range
Yeah.
of 25, so I can just make it to there. And then I'm going to use my light mace again, which is +7. So,
7.
D20 +7. D20, yeah. See what we get. Ah, that is rubbish. 10.
Yeah, you miss. You got one more attack if you want at -5.
Might as well. Give it a go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Come on, let's have something good. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 14. Not quite.
What?
No.
Oh yeah, because you got
No,
-5.
12 -7.
Yeah.
-5 +7.
Oh, have you not got a finesse weapon?
What say?
This is a finesse weapon. Well,
It's agile.
it's agile and finesse. And
Agile. Yeah, so it's a
yeah,
-4.
-4.
Not
Finesse, yeah. You're slightly better
You
with this.
oh, is it just -4 then instead? Right. But yeah, still.
The finesse weapon, yeah.
No, yeah, with an agile weapon it is. Finesse makes you so you can use your dexterity instead of your strength for the hit.
Oh, right. Of course.
But
Yeah.
agile is the penalty one, I think.
Yeah.
-4, -8.
You do miss by 1 anyway, unfortunately.
Wonderful.
Precious is next. Precious the cat has a chance to
Come on, Precious.
finish off.
Alright, so I think we're all going to guess what Precious does.
Red.
She leaps up, runs toward this Doberman, the last dog. She wants to assert feline dominance and goes for it with a claw.
Which
So-
square are you in there? You're actually in his square.
Oh.
Yeah, to choose which square you want to go into, it does make a difference.
Okay, behind it, yeah.
Yeah. Good one. That makes he's now flat-footed.
There we go.
So you need...
So she goes. There's a big old swipe, and it's a 3. Ah,
Plus.
What is going on with these dice tonight? Okay.
3 plus.
Precious.
not even worth
Misses.
it. Yeah, misses.
Have another do.
Right, and she's gonna have another go because she's really fed up with these dogs. All the smelliness and woofing.
You do smell.
3 again. So that's a -2.
That's a critical miss.
Oh, is it even
So
worth
not only
a try?
do you not attack Doberman, you cough up a fur ball as well.
And with that, she hangs her head in shame
Oh dear.
and just
Kyra's next. Kyra, the instigator.
come on, Kyra.
Just
Finish
a
what you
fire
start.
starter. Go. Right, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There we go. And then I'm going to use my sling.
Ah, okay.
Since my scimitar was a waste of time. So, let's have a look. See how that goes. What's that? 6. Also a waste of time. So that's 10.
Yes, you need 14.
Well, I'll have another go. Oh, I was going to run on 20 then. So that's 5. No,
That's another 360
sorry,
coming on here.
apologies. It's actually 4. Because it's 5 plus 4 minus 5, so it's 4.
Yeah, unfortunately you missed again.
Well, there you go.
Wow. Number 6 is Doberman. Doberman Fred's time. He's going to attack Quizrail because he's staring straight at him there. Will I actually hit with any of these? With the head that's barely hanging on by 2 threads, shall we say. Oh, 19. 19 plus 7, 26. What's your armor class, Will?
18. 18.
18. Okay, so Fred the Doberman wraps his teeth right around your shin and gives you damage. 1d6 plus 2.
What?
6 damage.
6.
Yeah.
Flipping hell.
For his second attack, minus 5. 18 minus 5 is plus 20. Hits you for a second time.
Oh no.
And Will.
It's me again.
2 plus 2. 4 damage. Yeah. And he's just going to have one last go.
What? Sorry. What? How much damage was the last one?
First one was
6.
6. Second one was 4.
4. Oh, okay, I missed that.
Yeah. And I completely missed. That the head almost fell off my
Yeah.
shoulders with the last attack.
Good, plus I'm down to 5.
Well, he's down to 2.
No.
Yes. Okay. I'm got number 7 is Isney. I think you're the first person that's actually been injured, Will.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So with that, being aware that Will's actually been injured, I'm just going to repeat the last time. Going to do that full 3-turn heal spell thing.
Why does Will get healed?
Yeah. All right. Just
Yeah, he's in the
so
30.
she's standing
Is
firm
it
where
30
she is.
foot?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
What's the range on it?
30 feet.
1, 2. Yeah. Will would get it.
So she's standing firm, shield raised, and she's just going to blast out a good old heal spell. Get those vibes going. D8. And off we go. And it's a 7.
Nice.
So 7 hit points to Will, and then 7 damage to Doberman unless it saves.
Yeah.
That'll do
What was
nicely.
my fortitude again? My fortitude is plus 7. What was your spell thing? Was it 16?
Oh, well, I always lose that.
16.
Yeah, 16.
How many
So I
spell
need
slots
9.
do you have?
Oh, actually, yeah. How many times can you cast that?
Oh, shit.
Is it a cantrip or is it a...
No.
It's a prepared spell. Yeah, you've already cast it.
Oh, so I can't do it
I
again?
don't know.
No.
Nope.
How many
No,
have you
no.
got though? Does it say how many spells?
Great.
Oh.
Well, you're only level 1, aren't you? So I imagine they're your 2 spells for level 1.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Sorry, Will.
Sorry, Will.
Back down,
You're back
fine.
injured again.
Flipping it.
Yeah,
Open
Well,
that.
yeah,
might have
obviously,
to,
we're not
though.
going to.
Have you only cast one?
He's got 2 spells, and one of them's heal. The other one's magic
Yeah,
fang.
it don't matter about how many you've got spells, does it? Prepared, it's like slots in it.
Just checking now.
It depends.
What is it? Spell slots per day. I don't
Yeah.
know. What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
so you have to prepare your spell slots at the beginning of the day. So you could
Yeah,
you could prepare 2 heal spells or 2 of the other spell or whatever.
yeah. I think these are made out that they've already prepared your spells for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in that case, let's say that didn't work. So that was an alternate parallel universe, and in this universe, Isney is going to use Ray of Frost. And she's going to aim it directly at this rather sad-looking Doberman. So 1d4 plus a spell casting ability with a range of 120 feet.
Wow. Okay. I'm assuming you have to roll to hit, or do I roll to defend that?
It doesn't tell me that.
Ray of Frost. I think we've had this one before, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't think I rolled to hit last time.
No, I think I had to roll to. I'm going to have to look this one up. I can't find it in my book.
I seem to be very problematic in what I do.
No, it's not. It's just I don't have time to learn what all the spells do. So it's a nightmare when any of you cast spells.
Oh, maybe I should start looking at what my shit actually.
No, it's something we'll get used to as we use them more and more.
Yeah, I think once we've got our own characters, we'll have a better idea.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, can I just clarify with somebody on this attack bonus where you add your strength? So my weapons say like melee, light mace, +7. So is that +7 from my strength bonus then?
Yeah, I think it's already added them in on these characters.
Do you know? I thought it added it to the damage and not to the actual check though.
Does it on both?
No.
It does it on both.
Well, it does it on both.
What attack is it? Will?
Well, I'm just, as
Yeah,
an example, I've got light mace, which is +7, but I don't know where the 7 is coming from
Oh,
because
character, that's the hit.
Quizrail.
This Quizrail. So yeah, it doesn't explain it in there, does it? Just says +7. So what that is so it's agile and finesse. What is your
I do have to roll, Lee.
Yeah, spell attack roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
where's your stats?
So you've got to roll a d20 plus +6.
Right, Will, you've got a dex of 18, yeah, so that's a +4. And the other 3 comes from your proficiency. So that's how they get the 7.
Right.
19.
Oh, that makes sense.
19.
But that doesn't get added to the damage though. That just gets added to the check.
Yeah, so that's because it's a finesse weapon. You can use your dexterity for that +4 rather than your strength. But your damage. Oh, you're a thief rogue as well, so that allows you to do the same to the damage. It's you're about the only thing in the game that can do that, pretty much. So that +4 is also coming from your dex. So it's damage 1d4 +4.
Yeah, it's calculated it all in for you on this, but you will have to work that out.
Right.
It just says it there, 1d4 +4. That's your dexterity modifier. That +4. Most other characters, that'll be their strength modifier.
Right.
So it's already worked that out for you, hasn't it? I'm assuming they've worked out. You'd rather take the +4 than the +3, whatever your strength is.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Disney. So you hit with your Ray of Frost.
Yay!
Just trying to find the damage for it. Ray of Frost.
It's 1d4.
Yeah. Can you roll a 1d4 for me, please?
4, but
Plus
I mean,
3.
you need to take a look because of the way it came out of the dice tower. I think it's your decision as to whether that counts.
No, it's out.
All right. It's a 4.
It's a 4, and you get a +3. So that's
Brilliant.
7.
I'm going to freeze that dumb one up.
Yes, as you hit it with the ray of frost, the cold does indeed freeze the dog, and its head does indeed fall off. Oh, I haven't managed to flip him there. I don't know. I can't grab him anymore. But yes, Doberman Fred is dead. That rhymed that as well.
Phew.
Oh,
But just on that, those dogs had resistances of 5 to cold, electric, fire, piercing, and slashing, which means they resisted the first +5 of any damage from any of those.
Alright,
Crazy.
slashing as well.
That's why sometimes you would have damaged it, but you just rolled less than 5 damage. So it didn't necessarily mean your weapons were immune. You just weren't damaging it enough.
Yeah.
That was
I have
tough.
to say, I disagree with stuffed animals being undead. They're reanimated like a golem as opposed to.
Yeah, to be honest, it is their tag. The neutral evil, they're small, they're mindless, and they're undead.
Yeah.
It's
I know it's what it says in the
Yeah,
thing.
but if
I'm
they're
just saying,
taxidermy, then they were once alive, though, weren't they?
Yeah, but that's not undead.
it's like necromancy, isn't it? Same shit.
Yeah.
When we dead stuff though, so it's like taxidermy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's none of the insides left. It's more like a golem or like if you reanimate a like a toy or something. If there's nothing of the original left apart from the skin, in my opinion.
That's a very existential question. So, at what stage of organ removal do you cease to become undead?
That's a very good question.
Moving on.
Okay. Well, while you're debating
I feel
that,
I need to drink several beers to be able to answer.
okay.
We'll pick that up another time.
with the dogs now dead, you finally managed to get a chance to take a breather from the 2 battles that you've sort of basically walked straight into.
Can I take a breather outside?
Near the ciggy.
With a cigarette. Is that right?
Yeah, no worries.
What do you say?
So I'm going to join you outside. For a
Oh, yeah?
cigarette. I am.
Oh, I'll go out the front then. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
See you in 5.
Bye.
Right, well, I'll go and get a drink. I'll be back in a few.
Oh.
Are you going to bring in more crackers?
Fuck me, Kyle.
Nah, sure, I'm alright.
No, I'm not joking. I think I ate most of the crackers, to be fair.
The acid splash was a really good spell to use because they're immune to disease and poison, and they resist cold, electric, fire, piercing, and slashing. So that acid splash was probably the best. I'd say that was probably the best weapon you had. No one could have foreseen the damage a fist can do.
Exactly.
But they didn't have anything against bludgeoning, did it?
No, which you'd have thought it would have been the other way around, wouldn't you? If they were an animated skin, that bludgeoning wouldn't have done much damage, but piercing and slashing would.
Yeah.
But I suppose if they'd been taxidermied, maybe they're all really tough leather. I don't know.
One of life's
Say piercing not doing a right lot, but slashing because it would slash like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
part
like
of
slashing a leather
slashing your
jacket,
head
I
off.
suppose, isn't it? Saying that though, you wear leathers on a bike, don't you? For when you come off it, I'm assuming sliding down a road is a bit like slashing damage.
If I ever experience it, I'll tell you.
I have experienced it.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. Several times.
I didn't know you rode motorbike.
Mm.
Alright, look at you.
It's a miracle I'm still alive.
Tell us a story then. What happened?
Tell us a story of me falling off. I'll tell you the last time I fell off.
All right.
Brand new motorbike, bought from brand new. RGV 250. I'd had it about 3, maybe 4 weeks, and I fell off on Tilsley Road. Slipped on a grid, fell off it, ended up on the side of the bike, sliding down the road.
Oh my God.
Head on into a parked. It was a double parked car, and then my bike just spun around. It was like I was pretty shook up, and somebody in one of the hotels like took me downstairs to give me some hot tea.
Ah.
My bike was absolutely smashed to bits, and I'd only had it like 3 or 4 weeks from brand new. It was bad. It's good. I was all right though.
Yeah, I've never ridden a motor. Well, I've went up and down the drive on my dad's, but I fell off that a couple of times there, and that was enough to make me realise I probably shouldn't go on the road in one.
No, sir.
No. The closest I've come to a motorbike is a quad bike. And I went on holiday in Cornwall with my friends. Well, my friends. And and I was going, and then, like, literally I fell off. I think, like, I'm pretty surprised I didn't manage to break my neck, because I swear to God, the quad bike landed on my head. Because I went up a grass verge, because you meant to go on the track, but you didn't. It was like a grass verge, and I went over. And, like, the people came over and said to me, I thought that was about the 3rd time I'd fell off. And they said, if you fall off one more time, you're off the track. And I was like, well, I'm getting off the track because this is hideous. This is a hideous experience. But nobody bought me hot tea. So 4 wheels though, so I don't know. I don't fancy 2 wheels.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't risk it. Have we got AK back?
I think Will's still making a brew.
So it
we
does look like.
Go on,
It does look like we did it right for them heals for the druid. I'm just doing it on the app now, and you get 2 spell slots, but it looks like you can put heal in one and heal in the other. So if you did want to do heals, to do 2 heals, then you would have to put them both in.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, again, it's one of those things when we play for real. It's going to be a case of, do we want to be that to that level of detail?
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to say you've got 2 spells and you can just cast
because
whichever
all
ones
classes
you want.
do it differently. I've not really looked
right.
on 2E. I've not looked at how spells work that much, but on 5E they all do it differently. Well, not all, but there's a lot of different ways of doing it. You know what I mean? So you can't just say, "Oh, there," because you're probably giving somebody an advantage or disadvantage or something. You better just. Rules are complicated enough. You might as well try and stick to them for that.
Yeah, it's just when we used to do it in D&D, if it said you had 3 spells for this level, we'd just say, just make a note, you can cast 3 spells, and then we'd just let them do whichever one. But
a lot of them do it like that. You get slots. That's what I was trying to say before. So you would say, right, I've got, like a wizard in 5e who would have a book of spells. You don't prepare so many a day. I can't remember exactly, but most spellcasters in 5e, you would get so many slots, and so if you had like a heal there in your book, and you had 2 slots, you'd be able to do that twice, or you'd be able to do the other one twice, or one of each. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this looks like it doesn't do that. But I haven't.
No, it sounds like you've got to
looked up how spells work very much on this.
No, I've got to be honest. I've got a lot of reading to do before we start.
I think we all do, really.
Yeah, I mean, these bits of adventures are good for picking up most things, but already we're finding, as soon as you cast a spell, it's like I'm gonna have to stop and see what that spell does.
Yeah.
But the good thing is once we know what characters we're all playing, I know I don't need to focus on, say, a particular kind of spell if no one can cast it.
Yeah.
Until I know what you're all playing, I can't sort of concentrate on a focus.
Well,
yeah,
by the way, focus spell.
Do we have carry weights?
Do you think before we do a full a proper first mission, we should all decide our character and have a session to just run through them with each other.
Yeah, I think
Sounds like a
we'll
plan.
have to do a night where we just do roll our characters.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Level 0 or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
don't they?
So Lee, did you go to AK's yet to pick up those books?
No, I've not been yet.
No, I'm out. Oh, I'm out tomorrow afternoon, by the way.
Right.
So don't
It's
come around
probably
tomorrow
gonna be-
afternoon.
It'll probably be Thursday, to be honest. It's quite funny. I went into the library at the caravan place, and all the books were still there, as many of them as I could remember. So I took a rucksack in with me, and just filled the rucksack full of all my books. And when I came out, I walked straight into the warden of the park, a woman called Andrea, and I just said, "These are all the books I put in a few weeks back, and no one's read, so I'm taking them back." Because she must have thought, "Bloody hell, he's stealing off the books."
Yeah.
So yes. Right. Okay, we'll just crack on with this bit then.
Can I ask a quick QQ? Do we have carry weights or not?
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
So your characters will have weight based on, I think it's on your strength. And we have discussed this, not in a group, but we have discussed it and said we're going to have to stick with that, because otherwise you don't get the advantage of being a strong character if we just let everyone carry whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You will get some characters that get a benefit of being wise or intelligent to cast spells, and their disadvantage is they're not very strong, so therefore they can't carry much. But if we were to say everyone can carry anything, then it's a bit unfair to those characters that choose someone with high strength, because that's one of the advantages they would have. Again, it's one of those things when, again, apologies to yourself and Carl, but when we're chatting about this, when we're playing Descent, I was saying one of the things we used to do when we played D&D years ago was we never bothered about weight, we never bothered about this, we never bothered about that, and it's just finding that happy medium where we're not constantly going into the rule book every time, but at the same time we're not dismissing the rules to such a point that it's a bit unfair on one of the other players.
Okay.
So yeah, weight will be a thing.
yeah, I've always been building strength characters, but I've not really come up to the maximum. I've not even got close to it yet. But you find a lot of the weight comes in like your sword and your armor. So if you're a wizard, you won't really have that anyway. So it's. I think you can carry quite a lot of stuff before you become encumbered.
I was just wondering, because I was just wondering if I could take like box to Joe's head or something, and pop it on my back, just to remind me of
souvenir.
Yeah. I mean, these characters, don't worry too much.
Is he not still attached to your arm?
Most people would probably just take a tooth rather than the whole head, but
yeah.
Right. So, as an action, not that we've started yet, but as an action, when it gets round to my turn, I want to heal somehow. So I've got battle medicine, but that's like a DC check, isn't it? Is there any easy way of me just healing without chancing me killing myself?
We have some mushrooms, don't we? From Ready
Battle
for Camp.
medicine, I think, only works in battle.
Well, no, it says you can do it as in
it's
battle,
the
but you can do it.
battle medicine gives you the ability to do it in battle, doesn't it?
Well, it says
Gives you an
you can patch
advantage.
up wounds even in combat. So it sounds like you can do it. I've got healer's tools though, so can I just use healer's tools?
Yes, but it's the same thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same check.
I don't know.
What, are you afraid that you roll a critical failure and kill yourself?
Well, I've only got 5 hit points left, so there is always that chance. But I've got healer's tools, which is on page 290 of the core rulebook.
Yeah, so you use healer's tool for battle medicine.
That's what you use them for, yeah.
Yeah, but you can use it for other things as well. You can use healer's tools for medicine checks.
It's the thing. Yeah, that's what you do. But battle medicine just allows you to do it in battle.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's right. So yeah,
do
the
the same
medicine check
thing.
is DC is 15.
Yeah.
Though
Yeah.
the GM might adjust it based on the circumstances and the fact
Yeah,
that
well,
the rogue
I mean,
can't roll
you're not
dice.
in a battle, and
Yeah,
I would
so
consider it slightly downtime. So yeah,
medicine, wisdom.
So can I try and do treat wounds on myself then?
That's the one. Treat runes.
Yeah. So it's a DC 15.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not an expert in
well,
medicine.
yeah, but I'd go for DC 10 because, like I say, I'm not out to try and kill anyone in this adventure.
So my medicine's +1, so in theory I can't fail. Oh, if I get a 1. If I roll a 1, I've failed.
Yes, you always fail with a 1.
But
Same
anything
way you
above a
always
1.
crit with a 20.
Right, but anything above a 1 I'm going to be alright with then, am I?
Let me find who you are.
It's Quizrel,
Quizrel.
the red one. It's got battle medicine.
Yeah, and under my items I've also got medicine pack somewhere. Was it?
Did
Medicine
we not pick up
pills.
some mushrooms? I'm pretty sure. I thought we were stopping off to camp with some mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm all for Quizrel eating the mushrooms. I'll put him forward for that.
Which mushrooms do you want to eat, Quizrel?
I don't think I should eat any mushrooms. I think I should just like try and heal myself with my medicine tools.
Where's your sense of adventure?
No.
I did say. Let me see if I can find it. I did say.
There was some poison mushrooms, and then there was some healing mushrooms.
You picked up the
Was
poison ones.
Yeah, I'm sure there were some healing mushrooms.
There's definitely some poisonous mushrooms, which Quizrel would, as a rogue, I would suspect no,
Well,
not to eat.
well, Isney's the master of mushrooms. She'll be able to tell you. She grows mushrooms for a living.
Yeah, so it says a player who succeeds a nature check notices a patch of chanterelle mushrooms among the fungus, which can be cooked to provide a good quality meal for 4 PCs. Success at this check also reveals the other fungus is poisonous. Eating it has the same effect as ingesting belladonna. PCs who wish to harvest these poisonous mushrooms can use them as 4 doses of the poison.
Right, so there's no healing. There's no healing.
No healing in there, no.
What does the meal do, though? Do you have to eat it? What?
You've got to set and cook it.
Oh,
Again, when we do it, when we play this properly, there'll be a point within the adventure where we'll say, you know, it's now at 9 at night. Your party should really camp for the night. What are your plans you do? And some of you will say, well, I'm gonna med some new spells. Someone will say I might craft something. Someone will say, well, I'm gonna cook a meal because I've got these ingredients. And that's when you do that kind of thing. I mean, you would do it in a dungeon if you got to a safe place and you think, we probably do it depending on how it pans out at the end of a session where we say, right, let's take 10 minutes to work out what our characters are doing for next week, and we'll just say we're going to make camp, etc.
Okay. Let's push forward then, gents.
Well, your medicine check is +4, by the way. It says it on your thing.
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
Near the bottom, near the bottom page on the left-hand side. 3rd line from the bottom. Medicine +4.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I've only got +1
And I'm going to say,
on my
I'm going to
skills.
say your medicine check. I'm going to give you as an 8 rather than 15, but it does say the target is temporarily immune to treat wound actions for an hour after you've done it.
Yeah.
So I think what that suggests is you can't keep using treat wounds on the same person. Because
Yeah,
basically,
you can only.
it's not a heal. You're basically patching them up.
Yeah.
So
you
once
can
you've
only
patched
roll
them
one
up,
person.
yeah, you can do it if you want.
Yeah, so the result of my check determines how many hit points I regain. So if I roll whatever I roll, I regain that many anyway.
No, if you successfully heal, you regain 2d8 hit points.
All right.
If you do a critical heal,
Where
you
does
get
it say that as
4d8
well?
hit.
Are you
It's under
reading
treat
that in the-
wounds. Yeah. If you critically fail, you'll take 1d8 damage. If you roll a 1...
I'll see that now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? 8.
Oh,
So
what's the worst that could happen? A 1 and then an 8.
Yeah, 8 damage.
So can anybody do, even if you've got battle medicine, can you use treat wounds in battle anyway? Is it just a higher DC or something? What does battle medicine actually give you?
It allows you to do it
In battle,
in
I'm
battle.
assuming.
I don't think you can do it in battle if you've not got battle medicine.
Because it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is
10 minutes.
when you're doing
Yeah.
treat wounds, you're basically sitting someone down and spending 10 minutes treating them. Battle medicine, you're just leaning over and saying, "Here, stick that round your arm and tighten this up."
Right, so I need to roll. What
Or
did
not.
you say the check was going
Flow
to
of blood.
I said your
Dude,
check would be an 8.
be?
And you get a plus. You get a +4, do you?
You've got to get 4 or more. That's
Yeah. You need 4 or more to do it.
lenient.
But if you get a 1, then you've got to
I'm-
roll
I'm
for a
dead.
d8 damage.
Anything but a 1.
Oh,
Where's my dice gone? Oh, there we go.
that's a 3.
3.
You got a
Can't
3.
roll. So it didn't work.
Oh, flipping it.
You
Oh,
didn't critically fail.
this
Well,
is
I'm assuming-
ridiculous.
Again, we're probably splitting hairs here or waiting for AK, but
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I talked ages ago. Did
Oh,
you
right.
hear me?
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
I didn't
AK's
realise.
back. Yeah, he's been talking.
Oh, AK's back.
Right, go on.
Oh,
roll
AK.
it again.
No, we're just gonna have to carry on bleeding. We've not got long left. Come on.
Yeah, roll it again quick, Will.
How many times can you do this kind of check in...
No, that's it. Can somebody else do it though on him?
No, but can
Or
you
is
not
that
just
it?
keep doing it?
No.
No.
Why?
You're immune now. For an hour, you tried and failed.
You're
Come
immune.
on.
No,
Have a
no.
go.
Do I get another go? Is that what you
Well, what's
said?
the point in rolling? What's the point in rolling?
Just keep rolling until it works. Oh, it's worked.
Plus it's an action, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. What am I doing? Are we moving on or am I rolling again?
Let's roll. Let's just roll, and then we'll move on to the next.
You spent
Part
10
of it.
minutes treating one injured living creature. Target yourself.
Hey!
18, Ray.
At
So
last.
that is actually
Cheating.
that's actually a
Cheating,
critical
isn't it?
success.
That's like,
Wonderful. So what do I
the
roll?
target is
I've just closed it.
It's a critical success. So you roll 4d8 now.
48. I don't even think we've got 4. That's the D8, the red one, isn't it?
Yeah, I
2.
can clone it if you want. or you
Yeah,
can
if
just-
you, well, I've got 2. If you can clone them both, then I'll roll them.
I'm surprised about how hard it is to actually do it.
Have you not got assurance, Will? As one of your feats?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I missed the dice tower. That's... Oh, right, hang on, let me start again. I fumbled that. Literally.
Oh, Will's fanning around doing that.
Yeah, let's just say, Will, you're at full health and move
Yeah.
on.
'Cause we might only roll 4 ones.
There is a chance. Right, let me try again, see if I can get them all in the dice tower this time.
While Will's fanning around doing that, Grimnir strokes Boxer Joe one last time, chops off his head, and just pops it in her backpack. Creepy old Grimnir.
Right, 19.
Creepy old Grimnir. Well, see.
Okay. You take 19 hit points of health then.
I'm
Will.
healed. I'm back to 15.
And Boxer
Amazing.
Joe no longer has a head. As you put the head in the bag, you do notice he does have a strange look on his face.
And the tear rolling down from his eyes.
The tear rolling down from both eyes. Okay, so
Oh,
now
right,
that you've had a
okay.
chance to sit down and recover, you notice that this gigantic hallway does open into another chamber to the east. Crates and furniture are stacked against the walls, atop which sit dusty games and an old ugly duck toy. An enormous taxidermic alligator is crammed beneath a gaming table.
Oh.
Um,
Can we see
what I
this
will
yet?
say, just to save you guys time, as you rummage through the room, you do find stacks of some old dish sets that are too good to be used, some old games, and a few scattered children's toys, and some random taxidermic pieces.
So you're saying
But other
don't
than
waste
that-
our time opening all the crates?
Yes, there's nothing else in this room.
Can I cast detect magic on the alligator?
You can.
I cast
So
detect
Dan-
magic on the alligator.
There's no magic on this alligator.
Okay, I'm going to cut it open and see if there's anything inside.
Okay, you cut it open, and inside you find a ticking clock.
Oh, it's Peter Pan's croc, isn't it? What's it called?
I wonder whether anyone would get that. Actually, it's not in the module. But yeah.
That's on top, isn't it?
You find a ticking clock.
Is the clock worth anything?
It's worth 1 gold piece.
Yeah! In your faces!
Bingo.
In my bag.
Isney the Druid also points out that had you have not destroyed the taxidermic alligator, that would have been worth 5 gold pieces.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, so the only option you've got now is whether you choose to move east into the hallway. That is this way.
Yeah.
Is there any other choice?
Yeah, let's be off.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Grimnir is sick of the smell of singed dog, although she is now carrying it round with her.
Okay, as you move more towards the eastern chamber, you notice that this room does hold some luxurious furniture, including a child-sized bed with some forgotten children's toys piled upon it.
Oh. Right, who's checking out the bed then?
Well,
Are we going in order,
Israel.
or what are we
Israel,
doing?
go and check out the bed.
No,
I've got Trap Finder, so I was going to say before we do anything, is it worth doing Trap Finder?
Yep.
How do you find traps? You just like step into them.
Yeah. I'm just Googling how I do Trap Finder. Just leave it with me.
See you in 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's
This
just
book is absolutely
it's
huge,
a perception check, isn't it? And then I'll just get +1
Yep.
circumstance bonus.
Okay.
So that's just a d20 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's have a good roll this time. Well, I made it into the tower, so that's a good start. It's an 18
Ooh.
+1. It's a 19.
Oh, nice. Good
Where are you
show.
going to check for traps, Quizrael?
What kind of a radius does it have? Let me just check. Does it have any kind of radius? I'm looking in the general direction of the bed.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Does it only do it on the square you're in? Or
That would suck, wouldn't it?
Trap Finder.
I would have thought it'd do the whole room.
well, you'd think that, wouldn't you? But don't you think you'd have to move into the room to do that? Trap.
Oh, well, there's no door though, so is it not like an open plan kind of room?
Well, from where you stood, you can't see any traps.
We're going to have to move well and do it. That was a hint.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? So should I move slightly forward?
So being Trap Finder, it says even if you aren't searching for traps, if you aren't searching, you get a check to find traps. That normally require you to be searching. So I think because you got that feat.
Yeah, I think if you got that feat, I would.
Search for traps, can't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you naturally spot them, as it were.
So how
So
do
you
you
just
know
have
what
to look for the room. Yeah.
Doesn't actually say how far.
Suppose it's up to you then, Lee.
In Pathfinder Kingmaker, the little bread.
They grow up, don't they? Yeah. But yes, if that's the case, you do not see any traps from where you are, Will.
Wonderful.
Quizrail.
Right, I'll move forward a little bit then and do another check. I just don't want to move too far. So is there a door on this room?
No. Oh, sorry. Can you not?
Maybe check the bed. Check the bed because there's loads of toys in the place.
Just didn't want to get too close to it, but if I
Precious will come with you.
oh, here we go.
Hey.
Right, so from here, I mean, I'm 10 feet away from the bed and 10 feet away.
Yeah.
From
What I would say here, as you kneel down and scan the area to look for a trap, you hear a young girl's voice saying, "Play with me," and before you get a chance to look anymore, you suddenly find yourself under attack.
What?
Oh, I know who this is. This is who I got really excited when I was picking my character, and then I realised you couldn't pick that as your character, so I had to scroll down further.
All right.
Oh, gosh. You mean that creepy doll thing?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. There's a...
You got some advantage here. Metagaming.
Oh, sorry. Did we have 10 minutes while we were looking in the other room for me to refresh my spell?
We literally had 10 minutes. Not in game 10 minutes.
I'm glad someone's bit the horse up. It fell over.
I haven't let go of it yet, though. Oh, there we are.
Oh, hello.
Princess Sunset.
If you gain something back, AK, do you get in 10 minutes?
Yeah, with the focus spell, you can focus for 10 minutes and get the spell back, you see, so
what? Oh, right, yeah. Because my monk has got them focus spells.
So
Yeah, you did say 10 minutes.
yeah.
Camilla's doing some Michael Jackson leany thing. Smooth criminal style, nails in shoes. Right, good. We're under attack then, so do we need to roll for initiative then?
You do. Just before you do, I'm just going to roll for mine first. So what you immediately see, Quizrail, is the doll that was on the bed seems to have sprung to life and has jumped down and started running towards you. And then off in the corner, a rocking horse has started to make its way towards you as well.
Oh my.
Jesus.
So 10 and 9. So that is 16 and where's Camilla gone?
Oh yeah, I'll use a cantrip.
16 and perception. Where's perception gone? Okay, so if you guys want to roll.
Go on, Kia.
Oh, we've got our eyes now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes!
16 for Kyra.
25 for Simic.
Wow.
And 16 for Quizrail.
What's more? Where's my plus?
Are you guys remembering to add your perception to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's under
perception. Plus 6. So I've got 18, 19, 23. That's Disney.
Yeah.
I'll just roll for Jazz now and then I'll roll for Precious.
Yeah.
Precious can have this bloody roll.
20 for you?
Oh, 20 for me plus initiative. Oh,
perception it is, yeah.
24 for me. Grimnir.
Wow.
And then I'm finally going to roll for Precious. 19! Jesus!
Oh, I'd already started writing down who was first, second, and third.
19 plus, where's her perception? Plus 5, so that's 24.
Alright. So, who do you want to go first between Grimnir and Precious?
Let Grimnir go first, then.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I'll go first.
third, 4, 5th is the horse. 6th is between Quizrael and Kyra. Who wants to go first out of you two? Any thoughts? Kyra or Quizrael? You both got 16.
Oh, is that? I thought we were last.
Yeah, but we both got the same. So do you want to go
got the same.
first,
So
or-
All
do
right.
you want to go first out of the two?
Can I go first?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Who's got the biggest bludgeoning weapon?
You're not
I've
first.
got a 1d4 plus 4.
Oh right, just like
You were first. Basically, you and Will got the same score. So when two players get the same score, you decide amongst yourselves who's going to go first out of the two of you.
yeah. I wasn't paying attention because I thought I was last.
No,
Well,
the
which
doll's last.
I will, right, yeah, but I will be right.
So what order are we looking at in terms of the mobs?
You want to know where the mobs are in that order?
Well, it's I'm just thinking because if I okay, well we'll leave it. I'll find out. It's okay.
If the way it works is if a mob gets 16 and one of them has, the mobs always go ahead of the players. But if multiple players get the same number, then they decide amongst themselves who
It's
goes.
just that I've got sneak attack, so if I go before one of the mobs on the first turn, I can use sneak attack. But never mind, carry on.
Have you got to roll? Does it not say you have to roll deception or stealth to get that?
What, for Will's character?
Yeah, for getting sneak attack.
No, surprise attack.
Stealth.
Surprise attack, sorry, that's what I meant.
All rogues have the surprise attack ability, which makes their foes flat-footed for the first round of combat, though they do need to beat their initiative. But anyway, I'm not, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it means if
some of them.
Well, Samik went first. So you've just seen Samik, a doll, jump off a bed and head towards Quizrael, and in the background, you've seen a rocking horse come to life and start moving towards you.
I'm guessing there's no talking to these things.
Well, she did want you to play, so you never know.
Show her the dead dog head.
It was probably a dog. I don't think she'll be very happy.
Right, I'm just going to go in. I'm attacking. Do what I do.
Straight in.
Don't do the talking.
If it was Graham, a nice old lady could just come out of the shadows and offer some like tea, and he'd go like, "Right, stab,
Stab it, stab."
I'm going to not just stab. I'm going to do power attacks.
So you're attacking the doll.
How many power attacks can you do?
I can do one a go.
That's good, isn't it?
It's not actually. It's not that good.
Isn't it?
It's because it's all right because I've got a D10 weapon, so it makes it worth it. But if it's a two-handed weapon, so it works quite well on this character. If you've got like a one-handed weapon, which is the lower damage, then the math starts to fall off. Right, I'm just going to attack this doll thing. Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
Can you just have some more character shape?
Which one's yours?
Keep nearly missing that. Oh.
17.
26. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here, so I was just reading something.
About how I'm going to die. Nobody has ever attacked the doll before. What is wrong with this?
25. Is that correct?
26, was it?
26. Okay.
Oh, so I can't
So
remember.
as the doll
17.
steps down from the bed, you step
26.
forward
Yeah.
with your halberd and smack her right around the head with it. Please roll for damage.
Is that not a crit?
Surely,
No.
surely it is. Nice.
Wow.
That's a 10, not a 0.
Yeah, 17, 18, 23, 21.
21.
Wow.
Wow.
It's hurt.
And you take an absolutely mighty chunk out of the side of the doll's head. You knock it around quite a few times, and for a few seconds it's facing the wrong way, but then slowly faces its way back towards you.
I'm starting to feel really bad now.
And then, yeah, then it starts crying and said, "Why did you do that?
Why did you hit the girl?"
I feel like I've made a big mistake.
Yeah.
Go
I was
on.
being attacked by this horse, and I ran to you to save me.
Yeah.
I love the way this party just goes around smashing in. There's a whole section on this game on how you can sort of talk to people and talk them down. Obviously, not in this
we've
particular
not read
bit.
that section.
They're all hell bent on killing you guys anyway. But, okay, Samik.
That was it.
Grimnir's next. Oh God,
So
the doll's nearly dead.
I want to try and speak to her using
A bit late for that now, I think.
message, which is a cantrip that we. No, well, listen. Well, I was hoping I'd be first to finally get to try and talk to someone, but so Grimnir is like, look, I'm creepy, you're creepy. We've just ran into your dogs. In fact, I've got one of its heads in my pocket. Look, do you remember Boxer? Do you remember Boxer Joe? He was lovely. I'm just going to do a quick apology for Samik. You know, he's just a bit of a wild. But what would you like? Would you like to play? We're also looking for a new home, so maybe we could, share the space.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of that seems to have fallen on deaf ears.
Because she's no ears left.
Because she's nowhere.
Yeah, because Samik's just knocked him off.
Yeah, one half of her face is completely smashed in.
Oh no.
Right, so now you might
Maybe
as
I
well
can-
move forward and acid splash.
Well, I can't. I've used a bloody action on that. I should have moved forward and acid splashed in the first place. But now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the fray. That's what you got. Is that 5? And there's not a lot I can do while I'm here, so I might
Have we got
just
a shield?
Just punch.
raise my. Well, I'll just do my shield.
Punch her.
Oh yes, I'm gonna fist her.
In the face.
I'm gonna fist her in the face.
Punch.
Punch. Here we go. Here we go. Carl to Dice Tower.
Oh no. Don't let Carl lose
This-
a roll in though.
The doll is nearly dead, so this does worry me.
Oh, I can't kill it with it though. Oh, but I'm gonna try for lethal.
Oh,
5.
that was close.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you reach out and try and slap the doll, but she steers to one side and you
Well, it's-
flail
well,
wildly.
It's 10. Well, it's 10 because it's 5 and then plus 5, so
I
it's
feel
10.
like 10's not going to do
It's not done anything. Plus it's
No.
Oh, sad times.
Is that you done, Grimnir?
That is me done after just
Um,
stroking Boxer Joe's head one last time.
So the next person to go is Precious the cat.
Okay, so Precious leaps up. Oh no, wait, no, what is Precious going to do here? I think she should. Well, the doll's nearly dead, isn't it? So Precious leaps up, runs through Samik's legs, past the doll and behind it, right next to the horse as well. Faces Camilla. Is it Camilla the doll?
Camilla the doll.
Camilla, yeah.
And then she's going to do. It doesn't really matter which one, I don't think, but she's going to take a good try and bite the back of its head. She's going to leap up and bite the back of the doll's head.
I'm not quite sure who the good guys and the bad guys are in this adventure. The Dosharts can play with me. She gets a halberd straight into her head, and then a cat bites the back of her head.
Yeah, no messing. Yeah.
To be fair, she's not a good person, Camilla.
Good to hear. 12, nice.
12 plus.
You need 20.
20.
Actually, no, I'll tell a lie. Yes, you do need 20.
But it's flat-footed though, so is that not -2? Plus it's flanked. Does that not make it flat-footed?
Yeah.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Are you doing?
You need 18.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Nice.
18. Okay, you hit.
Are
This
you
cat
using?
suddenly springs on the back of Camilla's head and starts
Using-
gnawing at the back of her
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, and then so that's just 1d6.
You need to finish this because if it needs 18, chances are we're going to fail the next. We're going to fail the next.
2 plus 2.
2 plus 2. And as Precious jumps on the back of Camilla's head and starts gnawing, she just basically falls forward with a confused look on her face and just collapses in a heap. She's dead.
She didn't get a chance.
You.
Dead.
Good job.
And
Good
you
job.
just hear the spirit of the young girl saying, "I only wanted to play."
Yeah, well, I think in our defence, though, or at least mine, is you said we were in combat. And we
Yes,
had to
you
roll
were in
for a
combat,
combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it worth
We
searching the
didn't just
pocket?
find some random doll and then hack it to pieces.
To be fair, you did just kill all 3 of her pet dogs. So she.
Oh, we've still got
So
the donkey
You
to
still got the
deal
rocking
with.
horse, yes. So Precious
So
has
Precious, yeah. Gonna do
Precious
another attack now.
got a
Same
mouthful
thing.
of splinters.
Yeah, and but she's hungry for blood. Well, or wood in this case.
Fire damage.
And does it again. Same thing. Just jumps on the top of this rocking horse. Just starts. In fact, we're gonna go a bit different. She just starts slashing at its mane on the back of its head. Slashy, slashy.
Right.
And then roll. Come on.
Is it my?
Yeah, -5 on this one.
-5. 13.
7.
Plus 6 is 17. -5. Oh, yeah, 12.
12. Okay, Precious misses. Mouthful of splinters. Isney's next.
Okay.
Use your wild empathy.
It's not a real animal.
Oh.
No. Okay, so where's Isney? Isney's here. Isney just moves to get him line of sight of the thing up here. And uses her cantrip again. The good old Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
So
I've got to roll against this, haven't I? Oh no, you've got to attack, haven't you? Spell
isn't
attack.
Yeah. This
Is it only 2 this time? Oh, no, that's a different one.
so this is +6.
And you need 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Just hit 20.
Oh, sorry, you need 17.
Got 20.
For some reason, the horse is called Princess Sunset. And I always get mixed up with that being the doll. But the doll is dead. Keeps telling me so. The doll's smashed to pieces. Yes, so you hit with what spell is it you're hitting with?
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
So I need to do 1d4 plus 6. I imagine the rolls are very a lot quicker in real life, aren't they? 4
Plus 6.
plus 6 is 10.
Right, okay. So she takes a nice chunk of damage from that Ray of Frost. I'm just looking at all the immunities, none of them are cold, ironically. Okay. Is that you done, isn't it?
That's me all done. Thank you.
Number 5 is actually the horse.
Eight.
So, let me just flip Camilla, because she's now dead. Princess Sunset will turn and will headbutt Princess. 10 plus 8, 18. What's your armor class, Precious?
16.
16. So Princess Sunset does indeed headbutt Precious, and I do a d8 plus 2. 8. That's 10 damage to Precious.
One HP left.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, she's
that's
limp.
all right. I can do battle wounds.
You stay away from my cat, boy.
I've got another attack. This is at -5. 10. 10 plus 8. That's like 18 again. What's your armor class?
16.
Oh no.
16. Oh, got a -5 though, don't I, this time? So that's 10 minus 5 is 5. Plus 8, 13. Yep. Miss on my second attack.
Phew.
And my third attack, 15 minus 10 is 5. Plus 8 is 30. Miss on my third attack. Oh, I thought I'd kill the cat for a minute then. Well, rather Princess Sunset killed the cat. So Princess Sunset lays down a complete headbutt on Precious and nearly knocks the cat for 6. Next up is Kyra. I'm always worried when Kyra's in because Kyra might well just headbutt the cat as well. Not too sure.
Oh, Precious.
It does make me laugh how we've got all these 5 adventurers and we've got one cat standing off against a giant rocking horse.
Right, I'm going to move 3, and I'm going to use Fire Ray.
Fire ray.
Attempt a spell attack roll against the target's AC to deal 2d6 fire damage. So,
Okay.
a
So my
spell.
AC is 20.
Was it not 17?
No, it's not 17. Sorry, yes. Keep getting mixed up. Keep looking at the hit points.
So my spell attack roll is +7. So
So you need a 10 or above.
50-50. Not that 50.
So close.
What did
Bottom. I got 9, so
No.
I got 16.
No, you need 17. Any
Uh,
other?
No, that's it. That was all my
You've
actions.
moved, you've
I
attacked.
moved, and that was 2 actions.
Yeah,
So
Cara. So next is Quizwell.
Right. There we go. 1, 2,
Quizwell going to
3,
stand
4.
up, save the day.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm flanking the pony.
Yeah. A pony.
Flanking,
You
what?
flat-footed the pony.
Flanking. So the pony is now flanked between me and Precious,
The cat, yes.
which does that mean I can do the sneak attack if it's flanked? I can't remember. Not the surprise attack, but is it the sneak attack? Does it need to be flanked for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that I can now do my sneak attack, which
1d6.
is 1d6 on top of. Is that on top of my normal attack?
Yeah.
Right, but I still need to roll first. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you've still got a hit. Got armor class of 17.
Oh, flipping heck.
Oh,
So
actually.
I get plus
give us 1
7. Oh, it's flanked as well, so it's minus
yeah.
2, isn't it?
Stop saying flank.
Yeah.
We're just flanking and fisting our way through this dungeon.
Flanked.
So, yeah, so it's
Fist.
minus 2
Didn't
then,
know.
isn't it?
I don't know what item.
Am I rolling? Are we ready?
Yeah, the -2 is on me, not you.
Yeah, so.
My armor class is 17, but it's now 15 because I've been
Right,
flat.
so I need to roll an 8 or above then.
Yes.
Plus I've got plus 7 on my weapon. Come on.
Yeah.
Lucky
It's
dice,
an
lucky
8.
dice, lucky
It's an
dice.
8.
It's an 8.
That'll do.
So you do hit Princess Sunset.
Excellent. So for
Fiddly
damage,
horse.
it's a so it's a light mace, so it's 1d4 plus 4 And then does it get a 1d6 as well then for the sneak attack?
I think it does, yeah.
So I need a d4 and a d6. That is not a d. That's a d6 and that's a d4. So that landed inside the tower, but that's the total there is 8, plus it's a 6 on the d6 and a 2 on the d4. So that's 8.
Okay.
Plus 4, so that's 12, and it's bludgeoning. And it's also agile, finesse, and shove, but I don't know what any of those things do. So I don't know if
We'll look those up next time. I suspect shove can move the character
it
somewhere.
basically means you don't have to have a free hand. You can use the weapon to shove.
Right, well, I
So
don't...
you can
Yeah.
shove. You can use shove if you've got a free hand. But if you've got a weapon that says shove on it,
It does it just by using it.
yeah, use the weapon.
So you did 12 damage, was that?
6, 8, plus 4, 12, yeah.
12. So that is 7. So that is 8. So you do sneak up behind Princess Sunset while she's busy headbutting the cat, and you strike a mighty blow on the back. And as you do so, all the outside wood of the horse cracks, and you sense that she's somewhat easier to damage now.
Oh.
Nice.
So just again, it's no secret, I suppose, but these creatures have something called hardness of 5. So each damage you do until she's at half hit points, I take 5 off anyway, because that's their construct armor. But now that you've knocked to below half health, that is broken. So she no longer has hardness 5.
Right.
5, 6. Number 7 is Grisrael. Number 8 was the doll. The doll is dead. So we're now back round to number 1. Simic.
And don't forget, it's still flanked, so any damage you do, any checks you do, is -2 off the armor class, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good timing, actually. It's 10:05. I don't think this horse is going to last long. Especially as Simic comes up, trampling over the corpse. Oh.
Yeah, kicking it out of the way.
Yeah.
You're next, donkey.
I'll move Camilla out of the way. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put her back on the bed that she was lying on.
What's Simic doing? Is he going for a nap?
I think he's
Yeah.
having a wank.
I was going to stand on the bed, but somebody moved it out of the way.
I did, yeah.
I'm going to stand on the bed and use that. Anyway, yes, I will attack.
These are much better dash rolls than against the dogs.
I'm going to use my power
Yeah.
attack again. I think. Yeah.
Oof.
Nice.
16, 25.
Oh, I've only got 13 armor class now. So that's a crit.
Oh.
What signifies that it's a crit? Because it's 20 or more, or because it's double the
10 or more.
10 or more over the armor class, right?
Yeah.
Or
Nice.
you roll a 20.
Oh, you roll a natural 20, yeah.
But
Excellent.
that's a new thing, so there's a lot more crits in this than like all the other versions.
Yes.
Other versions
Yeah,
I've
that's
played.
one thing
You
I
have to get
keep
a 20.
forgetting that. Because, again, a critical failure from when I used to play it was always a 1. But if you roll 10 below the armor class, that's a failure as well.
No.
It's just that I don't think there's much goes wrong for a critical miss.
If you're attacking.
Yeah, in some games you used to have to roll and you might hit your own leg or something and do damage to yourself. Wow.
That's 28.
28.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy damage.
It's got to be
That
dead.
sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Princess Sunset, there's a look of slight horror on her face just as you smash her into a complete pile of firewood. She's dead as well.
Excellent.
So you've managed to kill both the doll and the horse. I thought that might be quite a tough fight, that. But no, she's dead. Let me read the bit that comes with it. Okay, so you have actually smashed the doll and the horse into small pieces of wood. You do spend some time searching around the room. You do find the dresser by Camilla's bed does hold an ornate mirror worth 20 gold pieces. And there's some wardrobes in the room. They also contain 5 sets of fine, small clothing worth 2 gold pieces each. So that's a total of 30 gold. I've lost my mouse, so I can't move anything. 1 minute. What's going on? And you don't find anything else at this point.
Who's taking it?
So you found, between you, you've found an ornate mirror worth 20 gold. I don't know who wants that. And 5 sets of fine small clothing worth 2 gold pieces each.
So should we all take a set of clothing each, and then whoever's got the most highest strength takes the mirror, something like that?
Or whether you want to roll, whoever gets the highest roll gets the mirror. Again, it's probably not much for this because these characters aren't.
Well, yeah, we're not going to be able to spend the gold, so.
No. So in terms of this particular adventure, there's 2 sections to it. You can either end it here, or you can move on and do the next chapter. Now, I don't know whether you guys want to carry on and do another week or so of the next chapter, or whether you want to spend a week thinking about your characters. And the next time we play, we have a look at rolling new characters. It's completely up to you guys. I've not done the map for the next level, so.
I'd say just end here, to be honest, because that we're going to spend a week rolling the characters, and it saves you having to create the next map, doesn't it? But it's up to everybody else.
Well, I'd like to know what happens, though.
Yeah.
Just read the book.
What happens?
Well, we've not finished this. Yeah, have we? We've still got the end of this. We've not finished this encounter yet, have we?
Yeah. This bit's done.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought there'd be something up this little corridor area here that.
Oh, there is. If you go up there, it takes you up some steps, and that's a whole nother map. That's about the same size as this.
Oh, I see.
So, but the game itself says this is a good time if you want to say let's conclude the adventure. But you can take the passage north and continue on.
Well, I'm
not under the rug.
Sorry?
Is there anything under the rug?
There's nothing under the rug now.
Have we actually opened this chest yet?
The chest is there in the map, but there's no mention to the chest in the description.
Oh.
It's there's a dresser by the bed, which I'm going to suggest is that, but it just says it holds the mirror. So yeah, there's nothing. I mean, like I say, it's the treasure is a bit meaningless on this because they're not something you're going to carry forward anyway. But I'm quite happy to do the next bit of the adventure next week if you want, or we can start to look at creating our real characters.
I'll go with the majority.
I'll go with the majority.
Well, if there is no majority, what are you going to do then?
Roll
the dice.
That's how you end up with
what do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do, Lee? Because you're going to have to create the map for it. Is it worth doing that for a week, or do you want to just move on?
I think it's probably worth for me just moving on.
Right, in that case, let's move on.
Plus, we did say the new year anyway, so that starts it off nicely. If we spend a week.
Next week is what? Next week is New Year, isn't it?
Yeah. So if we just spend next week just sorting out our characters, not actually doing anything, that gives you a couple of weeks to plan the adventure.
The main adventure. Yeah. So
are you doing something out of a book, or are you making it up?
I'm gonna be getting something out of a book. I'm not gonna make it up just yet, but there will be bits in it. There are bits in them where You sort of get downtime on your characters, and I'll probably put some stuff together for that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know which module we'll play yet. I'll have a think about it over the next week or two. In terms of rolling characters, I mean, I'll probably bow to Graham on this because he seems to have done a lot of research on it. Is that something you think is best done while we're all online, Graham? Or do you think we just do it?
A character?
Yeah, and create them, or is it something we do in isolation and then just turn up a week on Tuesday and say this is what my character is?
I think doing it online would be good because I'll probably need a bit of assistance.
Yeah.
I think we should do an outline before we come online and then spend a week discussing it. So you get the majority of your stuff together, and then if you've got any questions or anything, you've got an hour to go through it, and then we can tell Lee what sort of moves we've got so we can anticipate what
I just need a copy of the character sheets, and then I've got a week to go away. And
we probably need to have some idea what each of us is doing. You know,
I was just going to say that
like 6 healers.
If people know what classes they're going to be, then it'd be good to know because I'll choose something that rounds the party out rather than.
Well, I hope I'm going to be a wizard. That's for sure.
And I've already rolled my swashbuckler.
So you're going to be a wizard, Kyle?
I think so. Yeah. But
because of your raving success last time, you was a wizard.
Yeah. But if AK's very strong wizards, then I can always.
No, it's fine. I'll play something else.
Well, what?
But
again,
I won't be happy about it.
We've had these.
I need sorcerer. I'm going to be a sorcerer.
Well, it's just the same thing, isn't it, from the point of the party structure? So, Will is a swashbuckler.
That's
Graham's
what
a monk.
at the minute. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a monk. I'm going to might be a fighter, yeah. But I'll be a melee in your face like I'm in this
fighter,
thing.
right?
Like a cat.
Chaz, do you know what you're going to be?
I was thinking alchemist.
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'll just be a cleric then, like I am now.